Maintenance in freaking 30 minutes. Okay, I got some stuff I got to do. Guys, if you haven't gotten your dailies done, get them done now because we are in the 11th hour.
The 9th based on the time zone.
Time zone, schmime zone. You try to confuse me with your time zone kung fu, Sue. I know it's all sorcery and black magic. We all know the world's flat and that the moon landing is not only a myth, but bold of you to believe there's such a thing as the moon.
You literally said moon, and I'm adjusting the ratio tier list to play the last touch. So as you said, the moon, I'm moving New Moon Luna. I was like, he's psychic, he knows.
What's up, Kefnet the Useless? Hey, here, Sue, if that wasn't enough evidence for you, I want you to take a look at... Hang on, I can't share this screen with you. I got to share this stream with you. Let's see, projector, and here, and make that big enough to see, right? Okay, so now I will share this screen with you, and I want you to take a look at this, Sue, and realize that... Can we no longer zoom out?
No.
Is the world map's gone? Gone entirely gone?
Gone.
Now I'm sad. You can't see it. The world's flat.
Yep, sorry.
I really do miss the map, walking around on the map. 20 minutes till you get off work. Yo, Neil Van Sant, thank you for the sub, man. 8 whole ass months. Updating the map? Yeah, updating the map by firing all the cartographers and there's no longer maps. Big Sag. Let's quick battle a chunk of this away. Oh, I've got it. I got to get YouTube crossed over. Give me a second here. Pop this out, move this over here. Copy this into docs to this doc to here, and boom. Now I can see. Oops, if I copy in the right spot. Now I can see the YouTube chat. Genuinely terrible. Good to see you. Stupid thing was set to do 1. Damn it, Biako. Somehow this was your fault. It's going pretty good, Mr. Everything is, right? What's up, Curse Kratos? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the Post-Maintenance Podcast.
Well, it's not post-maintenance yet.
Welcome to the pre-maintenance, post-maintenance podcast show. Featuring Tristen scrambling to get his dailies done because he was doing everything but the important stuff. Okay, all that can wait. I said all that can wait. Orbis guy. Dailies are complete. Weeklies are getting there. Astrium Pass is not getting bought because they really need to change that to be a zero defect pass. There's nothing worth getting here. I guess I'll buy this because they really need to give us gold or something. It kind of sucks that we just have to buy garbage boxes and then be done with it. Aki's done. Loot Depot is done. All this is done. Hey guys, make sure you get your Loot Depot collected and purchased. I am not sure if this week will be available once next week unlocks in 16 minutes. We can't click and look at any of these, so I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to go back and check on them later. So make sure you collect these. Don't let the rewards pass you by. First time we've had something like this, and I can't say whether or not it's going to stick around. Why do I still have a red dot on my guild screen? Guild, red dot, no red dots. What the hell? It's even one there. Okay. Go adopt a pet. And go see Hoochie. We got to go see. I've been skimping on going to see Hoochie. We need to go check out Hoochie. Fumir ain't limited, right? Correct. Fumir is not a limited unit. But her friend is... Do I have any posters? I guess I got one of these. Can I sweep it? No. Do I have any sweeps left? I have 6 sweeps. Let's go sweep. Let's go sweep some normies stuff. Oh my god. Really? How about over here? Any normie stuff here to sweep? Wow. Lich? Surely, I guess we're sweeping liches. Blah. What's up, save? Inspectors? Anything? Wow, there's just nothing. Ugh, I ain't doing mine. Somebody will get that one, right? One of you guys will sweep it. Okay, well, I guess I'm losing some sweep posters.
Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I was gonna say, you reminded me. I was like, I didn't get the last achievement on the expo, the one that was like clear 40, and then I thought about it, I was like, wait, I already cleared the whole pass. I cleared it like days ago, so I don't think there's any reason for me to go back and get the last one.
Oh yeah, we got to go see the master of all deals and savings, Magnet Hoochie. He said if I call him Magnet, he'll give me a discount. What's up, Slayer? World's greatest merchant, Hoochie. Hoochie's been lying to us since day one. Only purchase items will refresh. They all refresh. Okay, Hoochie is donezo. And let's go murder some arena. Don't have a lot of time for arena, so we'll just get some quick battles done. Ugh, God, my defense sucks. I need a better defense, Sue.
I'm sorry. I don't engage with bad gameplay modes, so it's fine.
Ew, God, these are awful. Let's try this one. You know, screw it. I'm just going to quick battle all of them. This offense sometimes works on quick battle. I can't wait for this. I can't wait for it to go away too. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the list of things they plan on changing. Ooh, Renok, that's a free one. They said they're going to get rid of it auto clicking the show only team units, but they didn't say a damn thing about them getting rid of the compact mode. I hope they do. Everyone hates it. We were talking about it, Zeno. We were talking about it. Maybe on the next one. That's a lot of cooks in the kitchen. Come on, give me more Renox. Everybody's going to go for their Renox. Everybody's going to go pick up a Renok, and then they're going to run into Moon Bunny and go, uh-oh. That's right. Moon Bunny's here. Oh shit, I can't take it into freaking Dragon Bride. That was my bad. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Not paying attention. Give me more Renox. I need a Renok. Fine, we'll just cleave this one. We got enough time. I got enough time to cleave a few. Cannot escape my sword and all that. Yeah, Aki's pretty damn good. I just don't have time for slow fights. We've only got like 10 minutes until the game goes down. But thanks to Moon Bunny, Renok has damn near disappeared from arena fights. He's fun, but it gets sleepy. He one-shots Moon Bunny. His burns detonate before Moon Bunny activates her skill and effect null. So you can totally take Aki into Moon Bunny and one-shot her, which is hilarious. We murder this. Whoa! What's that rat been eating? That's a 307 Ahmed. Holy Zoom rat. That's a fast squeaker, guys. What piece do I recommend getting from Trial Constellation Shop? I recommend getting none of it. The gear's a scam. You buy Mola, you buy charms. Everyone's like, where can I get charms? Where can I get Mola? Trial of Constellation Shop. It's literally what it's there for. I think buying gear there only to have it roll low is a huge mistake. And wow, I did not kill that. Shit. Are we gonna die here? I think we're gonna die here. I'm kidding. We don't die here. I'm too good to die here. Yeah, the nice thing about a 315 speed rat, not much else to it, right? Get him, strays. Nice. Nice defensive magic you got there. Shame if somebody should pursuit set it. Coins don't expire, right? Nope, they carry. They carry across. Ow. Ow. Blam, blam. My brain is short-circuiting. How do I find units in my storage? You go to the summon tab and there's a little box in the bottom right-hand corner. That's your storage. How much time left? Okay, Renok, we can quick battle this one. New girls, quick battle, go. Easy game. Give me another Renok one so I can be done fast. Excellent. Ooh, Renok Ruel. That's kind of creepy. We gonna win against a Renok Ruel, guys? I guess so. I guess so. Yo, battle pass almost donezo. So yeah, you go over to your summon tab and there'll be a little box down here in the bottom right hand corner. That's where you can probably find your artifacts and units that are hiding out and that you forgot to claim. Okay, arena done. I can collect that tomorrow. Shop done, Hoochie done, Sanctuary done. We're good. Dude, we made it with 7 minutes to spare. I don't know what you guys were worried about. Let's celebrate by doing a random summon that we shouldn't do. Here she comes, guys. I have no idea who it's going to be. It's going to crack to purple. You guys are going to be jealous. It's the best looking Inos in E7, right? Can I add Aki to the wish list after his banner on? Yep. Once his banner is gone, you will be able to add him to your wish list, guys. That's how it works. So if you didn't pull Aki, you didn't pull his artifact because you're saving up for a custom summon or a limited banner, you probably made a smart move. Aki's really, really good. Don't get me wrong. But if you burned your chances to do the custom group summon or to go for the limited unit that you know is coming right after the custom group summon, then rip. See, everybody's gear's in the right place, right? Yeah, pretty much. I can't wait to get another sweet miracle. I finally got some bookmarks. I'm hoping to get him. That's what I'm planning to do. Lunar New Year's coming up, guys. Maybe don't go hard in the paint on this custom group summon. Maybe really think about it, right? Maybe really think about what the ramifications are of burning all of your resources on custom group summon to get a hold of units and then have a broken new limited Lunar New Year unit come out a few days later. Maybe Biblis, maybe something else, something Fire Horse related. Maybe nothing. Don't know. Maybe you should wait and see. 2 Akis on my first 10 pull. I went to pity for them. That's why my bookmarks are so bad right now. Wait a minute. Something's not right here. Friggin' team. I can't wait for them to fix that. Surely 3F incoming. I think it's too early. Maybe, possibly, but usually they let you have collab units for like a year before they start replacing them. So I don't know. I think 3F's more likely to be something that happens in March or April. But maybe. We know it's coming someday. I tell you what, I don't think they can release another scam banner unit for a limited artifact if it's not a 3F replacement. I think people burn Smilegate to the ground if they try to release another one of what was that artifact? This it was a thief one, right? Or was it? Yeah, this thing. This useless hunk of garbage. Yeah, I've got all the units in the game right now. Now that I got Arya. Pretty happy with how she turned out. The only way I would improve her is I would get her off of this artifact and get her onto Blue Rose, but I am just out of Blue Roses, and I've got that artifact on other units that just kind of need it, but this is an okay secondary artifact if you don't have Blue Rose. And because of this artifact, I got a metric F ton of HP, so that's kind of fun. I must have transmitted all my Fu mirrors. Journal says I pulled 2 copies, but I can't find them anywhere. Did you check your waiting room as well? See if they're over here in your waiting room. It'd be weird that you transmitted them, right? I mean, it would just be weird. Artifacts. What time is it? I am only 9. Yeah, I'm 99 on artifacts. What arties am I missing? Category, grade, show, unacquired. I am missing. Oh yeah, I'm missing Bihu's scam artifact that doesn't do anything, and I'm moving Strike of Aspiration, which I got plenty of Tachi, so there's no reason to pull for it. So the artifacts I'm missing, I don't really care about. Hey, did you find him? Nice Spectre. What does my Saria look like? She's just a nuke Saria. She's just built to drop giga damage on people. There's one character I'll never get. Sag will never complete the Pokedex. Is it Karena? Or is it oh yeah, I bet it's Kazuna AI, right? This girl. No, it's Xeno? You can get Xeno anytime you want, Cranked. You go to the friggin' Hall of Trial shop and buy your ass a Xeno. YouTube's not showing I'm live. Hang on. Says I've been live for 20 minutes in the upper right corner off screen here, but you can't see it. And people on YouTube are chatting with me, so I assume I'm live. Quick Robin build. I don't use Robin, so she's mostly just gear holding. So there she is. Effectiveness and speed with some attack. I mean, she's viable. I could use her if I needed her. I could reach for her, but she's not built in any way, shape, or form like I'm planning on using her. Is Chori getting a separate banner for herself, or will I have to pull on the custom summon to get her? Custom summon. She's not getting her own private banner. Oh, hang on here. I'm getting some messages.
No, that's not a message. I'll just be turning my camera on for you.
No, not from you. It was from Mr. Gimmick. He's like, should I pop in? I'm like, you are welcome to. What's up, Mr. Gimmick? How you doing? Is that how you want me to call you, or should I just call you awesome?
I don't even know.
Let's see.
Oh, is his mic working for you guys?
Your mic is dead,
No.
Gimmick. Your worst dream has come true, Gimmick. You have no microphone. He said, surely I won't have any issues. I'm like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, dude, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Gimmick's face, and it's oh man, I have fond memories of the times you guys brought me out there.
I think you might have got it there. Let me go ahead and you guys talk up while I get the cameras up and running here. Let's see.
Wait,
What
I still can't hear him.
I still can't hear him either. Can you guys?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
like
No.
when I hover over him, he's got the little mute symbol beside his name.
okay.
Just like that, he's gone.
Just
Let me see.
yeah.
Not
So
that
no,
one, this one.
when we were we had that dinner get together when me, Valky, and Divine were out there. I found out that Gimmick's first gacha game is my first gacha game, which is Puzzle and Dragons. So that was really exciting to find that out. And he was like, "Oh, who did you play?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I used to write guides for like on Reddit, because they used to have like sections for each of the major meta leaders. And I played Kali." And he goes, "Wait, you're not the insane Kali guy, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And he's like, so he knew immediately. He was like, "Yeah, he's this whack job."
Oh wait, I think
R.I.P.
Gimmick left,
Gimmick.
and I've got to drag him back in. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Where are you, Gimmick? There you are.
All right, am I live? Hello?
Ooh.
Hello?
Yes. Hi.
There we
Hello.
go.
Yay!
There's this beautiful voice. There we go.
I think what happens is it's when my camera goes on. That's really funny.
Hey, Anyo, thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you.
Am I dead again, or is my
No, you're
Everything-
No,
Wait,
your
that's
audio's
how
good,
you
but you got no
pronounce his
camera.
name?
Anya. Yeah.
Anyo, or yeah. That's
I
how
don't
I
think
pronounce
I
it.
do.
I've heard people say Anyo, but he said I'm saying it right, so I win.
Yeah. That's how I
Wait,
said. I
wait,
said, "Is
say it
Anya
again?
correct?" Anya.
Annual?
Anyo.
Anya. Yeah.
Anyo.
Annual.
Gimmick, your camera is still down, but your microphone works
It's
now.
still down. I'm gonna try it. It wasn't. I think my mic shut off when I turned my camera on, so
Oh, it was using your camera. It's using your camera as your audio feed as well.
Crossed. Am I still live? Hello.
Yes.
Hey,
yes,
there you
yes,
are.
Yes,
Am I
yes,
live? Hello? We good?
Yeah, we did it.
Okay.
We
They
did it.
said, hey, you know what?
Perfect.
They said Linux was the future, and I'm just not believing it just yet.
I'll be real with you. At the rate Microslop is going, Linux is the future.
Honestly, I highly recommend it. It's got a couple of little issues here and there, but you know, it would not be a stream with me without a little technical difficulty. So thank you for your patience, guys. Good evening. Oh my God, it's been such a long time. It's great to see you all. I was saying earlier, I'm more than happy to be Gimmick. I'm more than happy to be awesome. My new name, you might have seen me in the CZN Discord. I go by Tunnel Vision now. So any of those names work. I guess I'll be Gimmick for tonight if you guys don't mind me putting that hat on. But
No, whatever you're comfortable with, man.
It's funny you say tunnel vision as like because we'll talk about CCN and card games at some point, but tunnel vision is actually one of my favorite cards in Magic. You basically it does exactly what you think it does. You name a card and you tunnel vision until you find it. You literally keep milling until you find the exact name card.
perfect.
So,
All right, guys, if you aren't following Mr. Tunnel Vision and Miss Luka, their links to their channels are in the title of both YouTube and Twitch stream. Please give them a follow, a like. You got some primes, drop them there. Awesome creators and awesome people. So make sure you're giving them a little bit of love. Welcome to the Post Maintenance Podcast, where we talk about how much we heckin' love Epic 7 and all things Smilegate. So, tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing. It's been a minute. Gimmick, Luka, how's your world been?
Luka,
What you guys been into?
If you'd like to kick it off, Luka.
First? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if I was working at a little company called Nexon for a little over 2 years. And then I decided to take the leap of faith into content creation, and I've been doing content full time since the end of September, early October, and I am looking to actually ramp things up a little bit more in 2026. So hopefully the goal is partner this year on the Twitch side of things.
Nice.
And I'm not sure how YouTube works for their memberships and stuff, but
it's
of course monetization,
monetize, right?
right?
Watch hours is the big one. They look at watch. Everything else is pretty easy to overcome, but watch hours, yeah.
Okay,
Just got to be consistent.
The goal is to get monetized on platforms, so that way I can actually live.
Yeah, I feel that so much lately, man. Like, and I'm sure Tristen will agree with me. Like,
oh,
you know,
I love YouTube, man. I mean, I get to rub those tens of dollars all over my face every month. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Like, we do this for y'all, but like the YouTube algorithm punishes you hard for covering Epic 7 right now. Like, it's like, oh, bro, you're covering E7.
Goodness.
Like, just the tens of dollars become single digit.
Why aren't you playing CZN, Tristen? You could make a lot more money over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the algorithm wants you to be a game tourist, so that's just the way it is.
Yeah, it does. If you're a specialist, like if you stay on one game too long, it's like, yo, why aren't you covering Enfield? And it's like, I don't know, because I like Smilegate games, and I get punished for it. It's like, okay, well, we'll just chop $100 off here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that being the variety streamer is such a hard thing nowadays too, because it means that, I mean, I think that live streaming is built into two different kind of subsets. Either one for people who are very skilled at what they do, usually in a small subset of games or practices, right? Esports, creators. And then you've got the variety streamer which has just a really good presence and are super fun to listen into regardless. And it's really hard to get into that second bucket. But for those who do, they succeed well. And unfortunately, the algorithms really do prioritize people who have a diversity of content. So I certainly feel for you guys there. It's a lot of work. So please keep up the great work there.
Yep. So what have you been into, Gimmick?
What have
Luka's been working over at that small indie company Nexon, is getting into content creation. What's your world been like?
What has my world been like? It's been a lot of, I guess, time to reflect and look at what I really do in terms of like content. I've really been excited to explore more games, play more, kind of just figure out what I want to do with content. I've really turned content to more of a side thing. Still in the works, nothing really public just yet. And as for work, I mean, I'm just kind of back to working. Just keeping together a general 9 to 5, able to sustain myself, thankfully, especially in a time like this. And then really from my creative side, I feel like I can really push myself to try to make things and create things. I'm not ready yet to debut. I did stream a little bit on the beginning of CZN for
Cassius
one day.
Yeah.
I played the beta live. That was where I spent more of my time, but for right now, nothing new to debut just yet. But for those who have been observant in the CZN Discord, I am always in that help channel, helping people out. It's really my favorite part about being a CM was to just kind of lead people along. And as someone who has a lot of game experience with like Slay the Spire and other roguelites, I had a lot of fun getting into CZN. So that's where I've been really putting myself. Unfortunately, this will lead a little bit into the E7 side where I've been out of the loop. Unfortunately, I need someone who can really, keep me in the loop for that.
Is that I'm like sitting here, is that a joke? I'm sitting here thinking like Luka can keep you in the loop. Yeah, Luka can keep you in the loop.
Certainly. Then I can let's see here. I've got my talking points here.
Lovely.
But regardless, I'm really excited to be here, and I definitely will probably be covering a little bit more on the CCN side, but I'm happy to talk about Epic 7 and just kind of let you guys lead the charge there, and I'll just be here smiling and waving. So thank you again.
Glad to have you, buddy.
Allowing me to be here.
And you should definitely start streaming CZN. I mean, if you're looking at chat at all, you've probably seen you got a lot of fans are excited to see you. So I think you could make a triumphant return to the camera and be part of the CZN creator community. And speaking of creator community, congratulations, Luka. I hear you made it into the creator program for both games.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you already knew that and I didn't spoil it.
I've
That's
been
wonderful.
waiting to get into the server.
Yeah, it'll take them a minute. You'll get an email or an invite link. Small Buddy is a wonderful person. He is insanely hardworking, and he bootstrapped the game up from a really dark place. In 12 months, he's really turned the program around quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
But he's only one man. They need to hire like 9 more of him for me to be satisfied. But
Yeah.
He'll get to it. He's just a little overwhelmed.
Same problems.
Yep. It's to say, it's funny how so many things change, but it still stays the same. Because like I feel for him now the same way I felt for you guys. It's like this man is way overworked. He is doing way too much right now.
We had our fun. We had our share of work, but I think that what really shines through the most, and it sounds like what is also shining through, is that there is a passion for the project. And I think it's a really great trait to see nowadays in the industry. So at least that also stays the same.
And you'll have to brush up on your E7 because I saw this recently.
Oh,
she looks familiar. She looks pretty familiar.
Is that Tristen? Is this the L word?
I don't know, man. I'm not in that creator program, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, so that's a really jarring thing to see.
I pretend I do not see it.
You can pretend you don't see it all you want. All I'm saying is that we know that CZN and the world of Orbis exist in the same multiverse. I mean, Kayron is in both games, so right there in for us. So I'm expecting to see more and more crossovers and more connections between the games. So
yeah, this kind of ties over to a little bit about like I did that video yesterday for the guys who didn't see, talking about the writing for Epic 7 and CZN. It's very clear post side story Aki, the emphasis is on the world tree now. Chapter 2, like season 2 of Chaos Terror Nightmare, centers around a world tree. So I am fairly confident they are going to try to merge like the storylines for both games at some point.
It'd be kind of cool to see a collaboration or some kind of a union. But I mean, really convincing fan art like that can fool a lot of people. So nothing's official till it's official. But I'd like to see it. I'd like to see more connection between the two games.
Certainly so.
Same.
I think,
Yep.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there are also things called Chaos Gates in Epic 7.
Yep.
Those have been there for quite a while, and we don't know how Kayron really appeared in, the world of CZN. I really do find it interesting that he kind of lost his memory, but he still has that personality of wanting peace. It just is really different that his form of peace in Epic 7, or a world without conflict, is by sweeping everything out, and now he still holds that idea, but
Yeah.
it's just interpreted differently.
As a way of filling you in, Gimmick, because you don't play E7 anymore, side story Aki flips the narrative kind of on its head by implying that Kayron was correct all along. The Archdemon should have succeeded.
Huh.
Raz has just been in the dark the whole time.
Very interesting development.
Yeah, that's why I said that made me go huh? Or it literally was that meme, are we the baddies? That's literally how I felt the entire time reading that.
Oh, that leads so much into what I want to talk about later, but that's such an interesting development. I actually
Yeah.
Ooh,
Whoever they got as the new writer, I feel like they sat there and they literally put all the stuff on a pinboard and connected them and were like, how can I make this pile of whatever this is and make it into a coherent narrative? And I think they succeeded in one swift storytelling. I was like,
that's
wow.
great to hear. Yeah, I did see your video about that. I thought that was very interesting to see how much you emphasize how important a story can be, especially across other titles. And now that you're seeing these new side stories and the trauma codes for CZN really brings a lot more depth to the characters, which I'm in full agreement with you. I'm not a story guy usually, but I've really found myself immersed in the new stories.
Yeah, it's good. It's because of the characters. The characters are just so good in CZN, and I'm like, cool, do that for E7 now. That's great that you've figured it out after 7 years. Now make a convincing side story, because side story Aki made me really champion Aki and Dien and Hikati, and I was just like, cool, do that for Luna, do that for Arumka, do that for Raz, do that for Rand, do that for any character in the game you actually want me to give a shit about, right? Because you have a roster of 300 characters, and I would say the writing for maybe 10 of them is solid.
Go back, rewrite everything.
Yeah.
Redo.
AppGallery, please. Thank you.
Yep. Now, people that started E7 post-pandemic probably don't even remember these crack in the world things, but I just remember going to these ruined cities. We saw the burning ruins of London, but then there was other cities that had no recognizable buildings and stuff, and I was always trying to guess from the shape of the buildings, where are we, what city are we in? We know one of them is Yuna's world and all that stuff, but in these places there's these Lovecraftian looking horrors called unknowns, and I think it's just a very easy crossover. What if the unknowns that have been plaguing Orbis were actually bleed overs from the world of Chaos Zero Nightmare, the horrors from that game leaking into this world? There's a lot of easy potential to merge the two universes, so I hope they take it and run with that, because I think it would be really good to connect the two thematic universes of the games into one.
Oh yeah.
What if they did a collab and bring the characters to Epic 7 from Chaos 2?
Yeah. I was that exactly. I think if they brought, Serena. No,
just not the O word though. I'm insecure enough about my waifus. I can't have the O word here taking my waifus.
OW asterisk.
Oh, no.
Got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah. No, I think if they're gonna bring anybody over from CZN, I think it has to be Renoa, right?
It probably will be Renoa. Yeah, she's kind of the face of the game right now, and the Protoss isn't. So it makes the most sense that I think that Renoa is.
Yeah.
Though then again, Isaria was the app icon for a long while too. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a Uugo fan. I went.
Oh no.
I went Uugo.
Lightning dingos.
I want Uugo and Ruza's story in E7. I want them to hang out together.
Oh, actually.
Ooh,
That would
be funny.
So one of the things that's changed in Epic 7 recently is we used to be on a 2-week maintenance cycle, and in either their witness or in their brilliance or foolhardiness, they have changed it to a 3-week cycle to make the maintenance patches feel a little bit more impactful, right? So that we don't have like, here's maintenance, we're doing some UI fixes and that's it. You know, they actually want the maintenance patches where there's actual maintenance to feel impactful, feel like there's things that are changing the game, moving the game forward, and to have it so that it's something to look forward to. We used to always look forward to the maintenances to see what was coming in the patch. And they felt that doing it every 2 weeks, it just wasn't enough content. Or they wound up with like a big content between a maintenance, and then it was like too much in one patch and then nothing for the next one. So they felt spreading it out would help, and also spreading out the in-game content to not always have access to everything. This 3-week cycle, you can do Hall of Trials, but the next 3-week cycle, you can't. Next 3-week cycle, you can do Brawl Mode and Expeditions, but now Brawl Mode Expeditions are gone, and now we're doing Advent and some other brand new things that they're adding.
So you find fell through a chaos gate into the CZN universe. Would that be trauma dumping?
If Abyssal Euphine fell through a chaos gate into the CZN universe, would that be trauma dumping? You know what, Crank? You need to leave the dad jokes to the professional, okay? Stay in your own lane.
Well, the inverse is also true. If you dump anyone from the CZN universe into E7, is that also trauma dumping?
Would make sense.
So, we're going to like kind of breeze through these patch notes, talk about what's coming, and I want your guys' input on your feel on it. Do you think they've made a good choice? Is this a good direction for the game, or maybe is this harming the game? Because that's kind of the big question: is was this the right decision, or is it actually slowing things down a little bit? But we're not going to go everything. I'm not going to go over the packs because Sue gets very upset when I talk about packs in this game. I'm just kidding. We're talking about the packs. They're doing these special packs. I'm just kidding, Sue. I'm kidding.
I'm just like, he's just like, yo, man, that podcast was great, but it took 2.5 hours. I'm like, well, yeah, because you spent 30 minutes talking about packs. That like
the packs are the best 1%. Content. Everybody loves them. Just ask Hoochie. Everybody loves the packs. It's okay.
I love opening my wallet.
Come on, Sue.
Money.
Yeah, just say you're broke, Sue. The rest of us are spending money.
Yeah, dude, I am. I'm broke. You're right.
How can you be broke, man? You're rubbing that YouTube money all over your face.
Oh my, there's tens of dollars again?
There's tens of dollars, man.
Not broke, just pre-rich, okay? We're just pre-rich.
Making an
no
investment.
Such thing as broke anymore.
I am.
Hang on, guys.
Pre-rich.
I gotta thank Cisco for gifting a sub to We Love Packs.
Yeah,
true.
Just pre-rich is a good way to put it. Although I guess in my case it would be post and pre-rich.
I'm not going to talk directly about the packs because honestly, the packs this time are just your standard E7 packs. They're not bad value. They're not good value. Just in a world of packs, those are some packs. If you want to spend money on a game, go spend money on a game. But there's nothing in there that makes me go, oh my God, I got to buy that, right? It's just standard packs. But I want you to think about it. They're doing a lot of packs. They're letting you double buy the expensive ones, right? The $50 and $100 pack you can buy is twice. So you can spend like $300 on those packs. They're doing a special bonus twin librarian bookmark special where if you summon with bookmarks, you get even more bookmarks to spend, right? So they're really encouraging you to buy all these packs so that you can maybe spend all those bookmarks on a 25% bookmark return to get 25% more value on your bookmarks. They really want you to spend money, spend resources, get bookmarks, and burn through things. So I want you to keep that kind of in the back of your head while we talk about the while we talk about this patch video, which once I find it and click on it,
update content. Whoa.
This thumbnail.
The chipper is always
whoever is making the thumbnails for E7 is not getting paid enough.
Yeah.
But I want you to look.
The name of it is Glad They Made It Obtainable Again. I was like, oh, 3F? That sounds great. And then I watched it.
So I want you guys to look at this and think to yourself, why would they be encouraging you to buy all these packs?
Happy birthday, Gimmick.
Happy birthday, Gimmick.
It's always my
Happy
birthday. How old am I? Like 497 now? Is that how many we're going on at this point?
496, but you don't look a day over 480, brother. I want you to look at this and tell me if you can think of why they would be wanting you to spend all of your resources, do all these pulls, and buy these packs when you see this.
As decreed by the World Tree, I bestow upon you the revelation of radiance.
It's wonderful to see the animation
And
quality
the
is
one
top notch
chosen
as
by
always.
Elbrus's ritual sword,
Sari
Etheria
looks great.
Aricidal.
Yay! Everybody that missed it can get it.
Nice.
Tori!
I actually love that story. Look,
Two of my favorite units back when I used to play.
Here's the seasonal content rotation. This is Brawl mode. Do you remember the
there's
Midnight
Sultan.
Gala? Hang on here. Remember the Midnight Gala event they did, and we had that Midnight Brawl mode everybody loved so much? They
Oh, yeah.
actually made it into repeatable content.
Ooh, I did hear
Farmable.
about that.
Yeah.
yeah, the balance has kind of been shoddy since then, but it's fine.
They've just been throwing more units in there.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
it's like it's that, but also like the synergies aren't really well thought out, right? Like before it was like,
Mm.
oh, all the city lords, or like, oh, all the Britannia people. Now it's just like, oh, just play all the 5-stars.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of that was a strategy back in the day. You would just keep fishing for 5-stars and restarting.
Yeah.
But
It is 3 degrees Fahrenheit outside of my house right now, and the open midriff girls are making me extra freaking cold. But do you think this is maybe why they're wanting you to spend all your bookmarks and packs and stuff?
maybe.
I think it's probably perhaps this, and then this other character you may have heard of called Biblis.
Hmm.
Yeah. What day does this end, Sue? When does this
the
go away?
The 19th, unless you recall,
Wow.
the 3rd week of February last year, we got this event called Sweet Chocolate Scandal with the girl on the left.
Tori, right?
So you're saying they did a limited event the last week of February?
3rd week
I
of
mean,
February.
The 3rd week of February, right? What
Yep.
else happens the 3rd week of February? Like maybe
well-
just a couple days before this is over.
Valentine's Day.
No, that's like on the 14th and Valentine's Day, man. You stop being so America-centric, Sue. Think more globally. What happens like 3 days after Valentine's Day?
I was gonna say, is this like a Lunar New Year thing?
Yeah.
February 17th is Lunar New Year, which, I mean,
There we
it's
go.
it's kind of important over in, pretty much all Asian countries, right?
Yeah.
And Tori was released over Lunar New Year. A lot of people think Valentine's Day, but Tori was released during the Year of the Rabbit. In case you were wondering why Tori's wearing rabbit ears. So,
that
Amongst
explains
other
it.
reasons, I'm sure.
I'm
Well, that
sure that's the
explains
only
it.
reason. Yeah. We have always had not always, but we've typically had Lunar New Year themed units. We had Fene. She was released a little bit early, but that was the year Lunar New Year was extra early. But I think Fene came out late January. Year of the Snake.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
we're rolling into right, and we're rolling into the Year of the Fire Horse. So I don't know exactly how they'd make Biblis into a fire horse unit, but she could also tie into the Valentine's Day weekend for stateside too, because she is a perfume peddler, right? What they call perfumer. So yeah, she's a perfume slinging fire horse unit somehow. I don't know. Maybe
Valentine's
she's
crowd. Let's get it.
right. So I
There
don't
we
know.
go.
It's possible. It could also be a whole ass different unit. We don't know that it's Biblis, but all I'm saying is that a lot of people are excited. I finally get my Renok. I'm going to pick up Tori. I'm going to get Ahmed and cleave my way to legend. I really want to impress upon you that maybe you kind of wait until a little closer to the end of this banner, a little closer to Lunar New Year, just in case Smilegate tips their hat a little bit and lets you know what's coming. No, Luka? No, you just say go
Luka,
go
Luka.
hard
I
in the
need my
paint.
Renok. I need the unit that I'm missing.
Well, luckily for you, we got some packs. We can go back and go over the packs if you want, Sue. You ready?
No. Stop.
Just frame one.
Bihu and Yulha, people looking for their Yulha imprints, and Bihu is a freakishly good unit now. A lot of people are sleeping on the Fox Boy here, but he is fantastic now.
He's so strong right now. Like, if anybody watched the ratio lobbies from the other night, Cookie literally soulburn turn 1 with Bihu. He didn't get a single other game action, I think, but he still almost won that game. He does that. He does that much damage now.
It's absolutely wild how good Bihu is.
Yeah.
It was. They also changed his skill 3 to have unbuffable and burn too, right? So he's just very consistent at this point.
And push, and it's not attack. And we've got this new warfare rule effect for champions and above in RTA, where 25% of the time you can get a rule that makes burns detonate upon placement. So they do all dots, burns, bleeds, bombs, all that stuff. So they do 50% more damage. Yeah, because anything that's detonated does 50% more damage. So right out of the gate, who's like wiping a chunk of your team that's not tanky, and what is tanky, the rest of the team gets pushed up and just wrecks. It's actually legitimately crazy.
I'm still trying to figure out, by the way, because both Yulha and Bihu are wicked. They're supposed to be like somewhat related to each other. They look nothing alike.
I thought Yulha was a wicked and Bihu was a Suin. He's a fox Suin, right?
Bihu is a wicked.
A wicked Suin.
Yeah.
In all the time that you've been away for E7 Gimmick, they still have not released any of the Fox girls because there's no justice in this world.
I mean, you still haven't released Brennis.
Yeah.
Oh no! At this point, I hope they never release Brennis until the game EOS. I want to be the last banner.
Don't give them ideas.
We firmly believe that their EOS plan is that the great achievement will unlock in your guild, and you go in there and it says something like "Congrats for making the EOS," and there's a Brina summon ticket.
Single Brina summon ticket, and it's just how it is on her encounter too. It's like nothing's changed.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no animation update, and it's literally just like, I forget her, like, I think her like S3 is like a barrier and like a CR push for your team and like cleanse one debuff. It's like so outdated, it's so bad by today's standards.
Just put him next to Bask and we perfect.
So we have got Monarch of the Sword Asaria. She is the Elbrus ritual sword wielder from the 5th world, and every time she uses it, it takes a terrible toll on her body, which is why she is all shattered like a porcelain doll. A lot of people read her kit, and a lot of people said this unit's going to be bad. Because though her damage ramps up, her defense ramps down. The longer the fight goes on, like, well, she's just going to be fragile and get killed. And I don't think people have wrapped their brains around exactly how toxic this unit's going to be to fight.
Yeah,
it's one of the things me and Sue kind of agree on. Sue, why don't you tell me why people on Stove are just not seeing the bigger picture with this area?
Okay. So I basically, if you fight Asaria, you need to have a very like serious game plan to get this character off the board right away. And yes, there's a million ways that you could be like, oh, I could just DN Cleaver, or I can, do this, that, or the other thing. And that's fine. Every character has weaknesses. Every character should have weaknesses. But this character is going to have just an astronomically high counter rate. Like if you just don't get rid of her right away and she starts to ramp up, the damage is very serious. And as her damage ramps up, yes, the defense goes down. But remember, every time she attacks or she counters, she gets a barrier for 2 turns. And she gets a lot of attack off of Fracture. If the scaling on the barrier is like even decent at all, this character is going to basically get like a half health barrier every single counter. And the rate at which she counters is very, very high. Like it is really, really high. Like if
it's over 90% on an AoE.
Yeah, it's 91 and some change percent on an AoE, which is like, man, she just absolutely is gonna just destroy.
If she's wearing Elbrus, of course. Which why wouldn't you put Elbrus on the Elbrus sword wielder?
Yeah,
I did a little bit of janky, dirty math watching the video. This Asaria had 16k health. When she attacked, she threw up a barrier that was about 25% of her HP bar. So we're roughly estimating that that's a 4K HP barrier. She had 2 stacks at that point in time, which means that barrier could go up 5 times bigger than it is. That's a 20K health barrier by the time she gets her stacks all the way up. So yeah, her defense is going down, but if you don't have something that can strip that barrier, good luck killing any unit that's got 20K HP barrier in front of what will be a very high HP build, because she only needs a couple of stats. She only needs attack, she only needs HP, and she only needs ER to keep you from stripping that damn barrier.
Yeah, somebody in chat said you could just use Genesis Rods to seal her. I promise you, all of the high-end players that use this character will be base speed, counter set with immunity, so you can't G-Raj seal her. And she
even
absolutely, she absolutely
even without
murders
immunity,
G-Raj.
how much effectiveness do you have on your Genesis Ross, Sue?
0.
Yeah, let me check my Genesis Ross here. Hang on.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can just soul burn it. Yeah, like that is like very much a thing.
True, you could soul burn it.
Like there is a lot of counterplay to the character, right? But this is what I'm trying to impart on you. People will find ways to mitigate the drawbacks. Like if you can't, blow her up with Aki on turn 1, you can't cleave her turn 1 with DN, right? If you just cannot get rid of the character instantaneously, the whole game will wrap around her, and you'll be like sitting there going, "Damn, I missed the days when Setsuko was the only problem." Like I eagerly look forward to the Joe K5 crash out stream.
Oh, that 4K health, a 4K barrier that could potentially go up to 20K barrier, Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did not have an attack buff.
Yeah.
If you put an attack buff on her, her barrier could be as high as a 30K HP barrier. You don't have to worry about that. Don't be scared of 30K HP barriers, because by the time she gets to 6 or 7 stacks, you're dead. Right? Yes. The way this unit works is she drops onto the screen, okay? And immediately a little picture of a time bomb up in the corner with a countdown timer starts counting backwards. And if you don't cut the wire, and by cut the wire, I mean get rid of the damn elf, kill her and get her off the team, before that countdown hits 0, your team is gone. At a 7 stack, she was doing like 20K to every unit on the screen. There's not a lot of things that are going to survive her. And here is the rub. Say you kill her. Say she gets up to 4 stacks. You go, bam, got her. Finally. Okay, I'm safe. She's not going to blow everybody up. And somebody brings her back to life. She comes back to life. She's still at 7 or still at 4 on the timer resumes where it was when you killed her. It doesn't reset to 0. She is still, you have even a shorter amount of time. So you've got to make sure you bring an anti-revive unit. People are like, oh, well, I'll just pick Mort. Okay, so you're going to pick Mort and an anti-revive unit. On a stripper, you'll need a stripper to get rid of that counter, too. So you got to get a stripper, a counter, anti-counter unit, an anti-revive unit. Oh, and by the way, people pick this on 4-5.
Yeah.
So exactly. You don't have a lot of time to pick all of those counters to this unit. And the ones you do pick, one's getting banned. So it's going to be tough to out-tempo this girl. Really tough.
The other thing is, like, people are saying Mort, and I'm not saying that, like, Mort doesn't just outright beat her, but, like, we're aware that Issaria has injury on her attacks, right? Like, you want to pick a health scaler into an injury damage dealer? Yeah, it turns off the counters, but, like...
I think she out-tempos Mort.
At what cost?
Yeah, exactly. It's like if I just play, like, a tempo team, like, if I have, like, either... a team that could grind it out with like Ruel and like Bossarunka, or I have some kind of team that is like just got a lot of tempo, a lot of turn cycling, your Mort doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
Now, all this is telling me is it sounds like it's just time to bring out the Arunka, but that's just my opinion.
Yep.
Maybe very slightly dated, but that's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's funny because Boyle's not Boyle. I'm looking at the chat, but the Gimmick isn't around, so he doesn't know that ML Arunca is probably like the most played character in the whole game. So when he said,
I've popped in. I've seen where ML Arunca sings, but I'm talking about just base Arunca. Just that's what we got to do, right? You got the extinction, you got the barrier tearing. I think it just sounds like the right pick. 2.5 years ago.
Let's get Desert Jewel Bassar in here while we're at it.
There you go.
So this is a game. This is a predator versus prey kind of a game using this unit. The biggest counter to this unit is, are you smarter than your opponent? This isn't a MLDN slammer on first pick, go burr and run the enemy over. This isn't ML Luna on release or Landy where it's just like, I will just first pick and you are hosed because there aren't enough counters and I'm just gonna roll over you. It's not that kind of a unit. This is a thinking man's unit, and you have got to be better at breaking through the defenses and taking out the queen before she drops her nuke. And the people that are playing her are going to be playing Protect the Queen. And people who play standard turn 2 Solar players, they are masters of Protect the Queen defenses. And if they set up a good Protect the Queen defense and you don't post-ban the Queen, you better be really good at tearing that turtle shell open to get at the meat inside, or it's going to snap your head off. I think people are really sleeping on Asaria. She is not an easy unit to play. You got to know what you're doing in RT, but the experts, the masters at playing the game, they're going to run people over, and the people who just like to pick new unit, go burr and wreck people, they're going to be the ones on stove saying, this unit needs a buff, she's terrible, just dies. I'm like, just say you don't know how to play the game and move on. It's okay. It's okay to not like playing hard units. I'm a cleaver. I don't like playing hard units. I like just pick, go burr and kill people. That's my whole ass style. But people like Sue, this is his kind of unit. It's a thinking man's unit. It's a counterplay unit. And make sure you're following his channel if you want to see how to make this girl dance.
I mean, I already have all the summons saved up for her. I could have gotten Dien when she was still here. And I was like, nah, after seeing Asaria, I think I'm just gonna save for Asaria.
Boo. Didn't pick Wolf Girl. What's wrong with you? She's got a talking dog. She's got a talking dog, Sue.
I mean, I've been playing Elbrus Ritual Sword for 5+ years, and there's a unit that's literally just Elbrus Ritual Sword, the character, and you're like, oh, you should skip it for a cleaver. No, I'm good.
No, that sounds all right. Sounds like a good idea. It's for the content.
Oh, look, imprints for Lady of the Scales Mercedes, right?
No.
Every day I still get DMs from people. I can imprint with ML Mercedes, right? No.
Goodness.
No.
Nope.
No. It sucks too because like this character, like I actually thought for the longest time Celestial Mercedes was like one of the most underrated ML4s in the entire game because she was able to make a one-shot team for every hunt except for Katie's, including Wyvern. And it was all the same build for all of them. And I actually used to use her as my one-shot character for all of those hunts. And now that they reworked hunts, I'm like, what do you even do anymore? Like, you were already considered, like, Giga bottom tier. And the one use that she had, I don't even need her for that anymore. So now I'm like, yo, can we get a buff?
Do something.
Yeah, do something. Poke it with a stick. Yeah, poke it with a stick.
Fight back. Bring the van around. His name is, he goes by I'm_Sue. You're going to need the straight jacket. Yeah. He's talking crazy stuff right now. Just get a padded room ready and take care of him. He needs some help. Okay.
It's so
some people might be coming to visit you soon, Sue. Celestial Mercedes was great in like 2019, but yikes.
Yeah, honestly,
a couple
like
years ago.
The biggest problem with the character is that Finale doesn't give enough CR. Like that's legit.
Cisco's gifted a sub to Patty Wagon.
This guy's got this one on lock.
Yeah, that's kind of Cisco's thing. But yeah, so if you guys don't know, her S3 Finale, what it does is it gives 20% CR to her for every unit it hits. And her S2 is where all of her real damage comes from. If Finale gave like Death Break 25% CR, the character would be real. Because you could just go S3, death break you, take an extra turn, S2, wipe the team.
You heard it here first. Buff for Celestial Mercedes.
Yeah. It's just that's the issue with the characters. The character just has a built-in wombo combo and it just doesn't function. Because they set it at 80% because when she was actually relevant, that's when we got Necro and Undine, and it was like, well, you could play Necro and Undine. And it's like, no, because that doesn't give damage. And it requires plus 30 of a limited artifact just to do something other characters like Judge Kisei just do. Yeah.
You know, I'm glad to hear that the common tried and true option to making a character viable is AoE Death Break and CR push. So again, things don't change too much here and there.
Defense Break is just the most.
Everyone's saying he's showing his cleave colors. Lest you all forget, I started Epic 7 as a cleaver. For the first 2.5 years of Epic 7, I was purely a cleaver.
We can bring him back, guys. We can bring him back to his roots.
Yeah, I used to play Celestial Mercedes like a lot. Like I actually have a fully mulleted Celestial Mercedes.
All right. So, custom group summon. This is one everybody's been waiting for. We've been talking about a custom group summon, or at least I've been talking about a custom group summon for months, right? Because these happen about every 9 months, and the last one was about 10.5 months ago. So we all knew it was due, and we kind of expected a little closer to DN so people could pull their DNs, but they slid it late, and they've gone off script a little bit. This time around, Renak is available from the custom group summon, which is a departure from the pattern of you have to have had 2 banners to be on the custom group summon. That means you got access to every limited unit in the game that's not the new Summer Hua Young, the Summer Aram, or the 2 most recent Hecate and Flagbearer Sigrid. So other than those 4, you have access to every RGB unit in the game that has ever been put out that's not part of a collaboration.
Okay, if you didn't say that one, I'll be like, but my free rin.
But my free rin. Yeah, sorry guys, no collab units because that's how copyright laws work. I can't make profit off of somebody else's IP without a written agreement. It is what it is. But if you've been waiting around for your Renak or your Tori, this could be your time. We're all going to do videos on this. We're all going to do tier lists and recommendations and all that kind of good stuff. It's coming from every single one of us. I do recommend you wait and see, and you ingest multiple tier lists. Go see what I have to say. Go see what Sue has to say. Go see what Mori and Light and Elfmage have to say. And then take all that information in, see what they have to say, figure out which works best for your play style, and then don't pull on this banner until you get closer to the end and you see what's happening for Lunar New Year. Unless you're Luka, then you're going to swipe and get your Renak.
Yeah, I'll just say, I haven't made a video for it yet, but I will just straight up tell you, Renak is the best thing on the banner.
I made a video on it, and then I pulled it because I changed my mind, so I'm going to redo it.
Yep. Renak is the best thing on the banner.
Yeah, I mean, she is stupid strong right now, and Moon Bunny Dominial exists, so be aware of that. She does have her deficiencies.
I actually not even just because I want more Renaks. I want another copy of Discreet Hands so I can play the Speed Setsuka build because I think it's funny.
Ooh, interesting. The way a custom group summon works, guys, is it's not like a normal banner. A lot of people, it's been 10 months. A lot of people have never been around a custom group summon before. You go in and you select your 3 units, and they're not all limited. You can see there's regular RGBs in here too. You could pick up your Holy Sack or your Destina or your Bologna. If you live in Crazy Town, pick limited units. I mean, come on, pick limited units. Unless you have all the limited units. It's the only way to get them, other than paying for limited tickets. Once you select those 3 units, it'll populate a special banner for you that just has those 3 units with their respective artifacts. You can't mix and match artifacts. You can't do like, I don't want Senya, but I do want her artifact. No, you get one or the other. Or I'm sorry, you get them together. You can't do one or the other. They come as bundled packages, unit and their artifacts. So if you're wanting to chase some holy sacks, you got to put Blue Crow on there, etc. and so forth. Once you set this up, the banner will not be live until you do a summon. You can change it as often as you want, but once you do your first summon, it's locked in. And those are your 3 units for this group summon. You can't swap them out for other units later. You can't get all 3 of these and then go pick 3 more. So there is no pity system, no direct pity system for this. You're not guaranteed to get any of these units by summoning. If you do get a 5-star unit, it will be one of these 3 units randomly, a 33% chance to get any of these units, but you can't pick. It's not like a selector. It's just if you see that spark and the little boy jumps out of the corner, it's going to be one of these 3 units. And if the little girl jumps out of the corner, it's going to be one of these 3 artifacts or an off-banner artifact because Smilegate hates fun. So unfortunately, off-banner artifacts are still a part of this, but there's no pity. So what happens when you get to a 121 club? We see every time you do a summon, you get a Star Mirage coin. And if you do 120 summons, you'll get 120 Mirage coins. There's a special shop that you can open here or just go to the shop section. And in that shop are the 3 heroes you selected for 120 coins. So there is kind of a pity, and this is the way they do it. So your pity is guaranteed for the one that you want. So let's say these are the 3 you select, and you start summoning, and you are one lucky SOB, and you get pick up Tori on your 50th summon, and Senya on your 80th summon, maybe grab an artifact here or there, and then on your 120th summon, you didn't get anybody else, you still didn't get your Renak. Fear not, take those 120 coins and go and directly buy your Renak. Or you get all 3 of them, you could stop at 100 coins and then go buy one of the artifacts, or maybe a dupe of one of the artifacts. You can only buy the artifacts 1 time each. You can buy the heroes as many times as you want. It's very important you do not touch this banner if you do not have 600 bookmarks. There's nothing...
You have to do it that way, minimum.
Yeah. There's nothing sadder than like maybe you get 50 Mirage coins, you're out of bookmarks, you go to the shop and you go, I either swipe or I get 2 accessory charms. It's going to feel so bad. So please, for the love of God, if you only have 300 bookmarks and you're hardcore free to play, don't touch it. Don't even risk it. Just save it. Just bag it. Unless you are okay with the gamble. Because these coins, when this banner goes away, they're gone. The next custom group summon that happens, those coins do not carry over.
I gotta say, whoever made the infographics though for this, like the visuals, like that is actually a really good lineup, the one that they have up there.
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
Renak Tori Senya is definitely one of the strongest things you can make, because like Renak is the best thing on the banner. Discreet Hands is a good artifact. Tori is like okay, not amazing anymore, but Feat of Criticism very much has applications. And then Young Senya I think is super mid, but Proof of Friendship has proven to be one of the most like amazing Soul Weaver artifacts in the game. And like in recent months, like people really started to realize, wow, having a plus 31 of this is broken.
You're saying Senya's mid, but I think Senya's making a bit of a comeback when combined with Hecate and on the Pursuit set. She does freakish damage on the Pursuit set, and her
Pursuit,
Gift of Friendship bonus going into Hecate with the Pursuit set. Suddenly you're cleaving with a Child and a Reaper. It's actually kind of terrifying. So, who are you guys looking forward to? Sue, who are you pulling from this?
It's probably actually the 3 that are here. The only other one I would consider is Lyeth, but I don't know if I need another Sweet Miracle.
So, Luka, you got a favorite?
I mean, you know, if I could have put on Hecate, I would have put on Hecate, but I cannot.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope, no escaping a Reaper Scythe.
I mean, I'll probably just get Renak. I want to see how fast I can build her, because my level 50 Amid has been running amok in Masters against other Renox, I've been outspeeding a bunch of them, so I want to see how fast I can make mine.
Yeah, this does start after maintenance, but like again, I saw Pooty post it in the chat, and I know me and Tristen been saying it. Just like, please do not jump on this right away, right? Because like it's bait. Like I'm just gonna plain and simple. It is 100% a bait banner, right?
Yes,
they know people want
everything's
Renacted.
bait. Everything's bait. It's all bait.
Yeah, it's he's not wrong. Like even if like there's like Biblis or like, you know, Valentine's Year of the Horse Crow or whatever have you after this, like that's just bait for whatever Summer Luna after it.
Gimmick, who's your favorite unit and why is it Tori?
My tenure with Epic 7 did finish right before Tori. I finished right before Fene. So a lot of these characters are a little bit out of my, I guess, my purviews, you know? I was going to make the joke going, well, you know, I might want to pick up another Rengar special drink for my Wyvern one-shot and maybe finish off my, you know, my ML Mysteria artifact for my Pirate Captain Flan. But it has been interesting to see the designs. I did see, you know, again, I have popped into the meta every once in a while to watch like what's going on, and I did see Tori running rampant. I did see Renok running around, Setsuka running around. So I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of very fun characters to play. And maybe I would also be like, if I'm like looking at this from like a year ago, I probably would be pulling for another Laya for more imprints. I think my Laya was like my favorite, or one of my best built units. It was like 30k HP, 275 speed. Like I had a lot of fun building that unit, but yeah, I am a little bit out of the loop for a lot of these, and unfortunately, I think that
Tori,
I won't be able to choose.
Here's the thing about Tori that you need to know, Gimmick, is she's one of us. She's a YouTube streamer or a Twitch streamer. I'm not sure which, but she's a streamer. And she's had it rough, man. She goes through some drama. Her story is absolutely adorable.
Yeah,
it is a wonderful story. It's one of the best stories they've done prior to episode 7. So yeah, don't skip it. It's just fun.
Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, a lot of people skip through Sweet Chocolate Scandal, and then me and Tristen and a couple other voice actors did like a voiceover stream on my stream last year for this, and I was like, okay, you know, I didn't have high expectations for it. And after finishing the story, my only thought was, man, Tori is such an awesome character. It's a shame that she looks so, like, god-awful. Like, her outfit, her attire is so trash.
Designer like, Lilibet made her this outfit. She's a runway model. How can you... It's made with ribbons. It has bunny ear... Yeah, they really need to give us the Dotori streamer outfit with the tank top and the sweats. I think this is her best look.
Yeah, it's so much better, and that's how she is for like 90% of the side story.
Interesting.
And at the very end, you get the fashion model clothes, and it's like, these are so bad.
All right, let me find the stove. So yeah, that is coming up right after maintenance. Unused Mirage coins will be reset on the 12th. So you have until the 12th to go in and spend it in your shop. Even though the banner is gone on the 19th, they're giving you a couple of weeks to go ahead and spend your coins in the shop.
Okay.
Off-banner artifacts, guys. Off-banner artifacts. They will always be a thing.
7%.
Some people said, do I think that they will also run a dedicated Tori banner? No.
Nope.
They won't.
That's how they do this.
This is it. That's how they do this. You use this. You go to pity. You get your Tori. Otherwise, you pass on her. That's up to you.
Tori is a streamer. Hellion Lua is a TikTok influencer.
That is true.
Dang.
Okay, so
Lewis design.
Sweet Chocolate Scandal's fun. It's your typical Epic 7 story. Artifacts give you increased amount of currency. You don't need them, but it's nice to get through the story a little bit faster, get your rewards a little bit faster. Standard Epic 7 side story event. You know them, you love them. And you get a free artifact. Yeah, it's actually not for a free 4-star artifact. It's got some uses in PvE especially, but you're not going to get into the World Cup with this or anything. It's not like it's super high and competitive, but most of the what do you call it? Tarot card deck. Artifacts are kind of mid at best. This one's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
so it's a nice one to have in your back pocket.
Especially if you're like stuck on like Abyss, it's like just a decent way to recover health in certain scenarios.
And you get like adorable little Tory stickers and a piece of a piece of armor that surely won't disappoint you like it did me.
Yep.
That's why they got reset, right? You can just try it again and pray it doesn't do the same thing.
Let me see. How did that armor roll for me? Now you're making me look. I think it was a Destro piece, right?
I think it's speed.
Was it speed? Are you sure?
I think it's speed.
We think 142.
It's immunity. Everyone's saying it's immunity.
See.
Yeah.
We knew it. We knew. No. We both knew it was immunity.
Right we're just. Yours actually rolled pretty high gear score. The defense seeded, but still 97 is not bad for a freebie.
I totally didn't reset this 9 times, guys. I promise.
Like I know I'm not in game, but you know how it is. Like you got anybody who's anybody's got an equipment organizer. Like they keep a record of their stuff on their computer.
They do.
Okay, so we talked about the rotation, and a lot of people said they're having trouble finding reasons to log into Epic 7 lately. It just feels like there's nothing to do. It's a bit of a drag, and I think this seasonal content thing, the first time they did it was this rotation, and it was really not starting off on the best foot, because the rotatable content we had was Hall of Trials, which everybody loves Hall of Trials, right? That's everyone's favorite content, right? People just grind that over and over again for fun. I can tell by the 30 people that watch me on stream while I'm doing Hall of Trials that you guys love Hall of Trials. So that was a little rough, right? And the second one was Trial of the Constellations, which is fun, but it's one and done content. You hit it, you get your coins, you quit it, and you don't touch it again. And usually people are over that within 24 to 48 hours of attempting it. And then the third was Expeditions. You build your team, you get your full clear, and then you just hit the sweep button over and over again, which sweeps Gimmick are like a super quick battle, right? It's just bam and it's done. So there was really nothing to do in the game that wasn't RTA or maybe just regular Arena and Guild Wars. And then we had the Guild War bugs and the Arena bugs, which effered up Arena and Guild Wars there for a couple of weeks. So if you weren't into RTA, I feel it, man. I'm right there with you. It was like, it just didn't feel like there's anything to do in the game. But luckily this time around, we got Tower of Automation back, or Automaton Tower back, that, you know, is a well-loved content. People enjoy this. It's rewarding. It's fun to do. We've got the Brawl mode. Trial of Constellations is still here, by the way, but we got the Brawl modes. This is the Midnight Gala Brawl mode content, which they changed away from being just an auto battler and turned it into kind of a roguelike auto battler hybrid, and they did it terrible. It was the worst thing ever. I could not complain about it enough when it first came out. I sent scathing messages to the CMs at the time saying, how could you ruin the most beloved thing? And like, whoever came up with this, go make them play TFT for like 3 weeks and have them come back and redesign it. I was beyond pissed off about it. But you know what? They came back with season 2. They adjusted it, and they actually made it decent. It's still got a heavy roguelike content, but it's not awful. It's actually engaging. It's got some challenging. And people are like, oh, it costs energy. That's so bad. It doesn't. It doesn't cost energy, guys. You cannot spend any. You can do just the free entries. You do the free entries, and you are done with this within a week and a half, and it's a 3-week-long event. It only costs stamina if you want to burst through it and get it done and not have to mess with it again and then have nothing to do in the game for 3 weeks. Just take your time with it. So I think people are going to enjoy this content run more because there's more to do. It's not just one and done content. It's daily login, daily things to do, engaging content. So hopefully the second rotation feels a little bit better and we can kind of engage with the concept.
SG seems like it's having a little bit of an issue with that lately, because I know Luka and Gimmick, you guys are both aware of this. Like, CZN has very much like the same issue right now. We're on these like 3-week schedules of like, hey, there's a new character and some new content, and maybe certain rotations there's just not enough to do to pad out the whole 3 weeks, and you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do besides like just spend my stamina and log out?
I mean, that's a slight benefit for me, who comes home from work and then logs in and does their dailies and then goes to bed. So, you know, for me, it's been a little bit of a benefit, but I can certainly understand where, especially where it comes to core game modes, understanding like where can I spend more of my time? Where can I really just like, if I have a nice free block of time, right? Can I just enjoy the game somewhere? And some people say, oh, that's where you grind chaos. That's where you can try out the new spiral mode. But honestly, you know, watching people grind decks, it is a lot of time and a lot of patience. Right now. Yeah. And that's honestly why I don't personally. I mean, I still play a lot of chaos when I can, but you know, going for like the perfect build has been something that I really don't touch too much. But we can probably talk about that more once we have more discussion on CCN. But yeah, no, I certainly understand that perspective of like, yeah, what do you do now, right? So hopefully they'll find some things to fill in, and I'm hoping that you know, what they're doing here on both rotations on both sides would be able to do so. Yeah.
I'm very hopeful about this. I like the idea of it. And chat's pointing out to me that I forgot about the first rotation of this, where we had Advent and stuff, but that was over like Christmas and New Year's, and nobody had their head in the game. We were all doing things, and then this is like, we're back from the holidays. Let's dive into E7, and there's nothing to do. So hopefully this flips that around a little bit and gives us something to chew on. Something I wanted to point out about Brawl Mode. One of the interesting things about Brawl Mode is one of the rewards in all of the past Brawl Modes has been an imprint for an ML5 hero. You can farm for it, and you can get a free imprint for an ML5 hero. So who do you think that ML5 hero might be that you can get a free imprint for?
I don't know, man. I don't have eyeballs.
I don't have eyeballs. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we'll find out tomorrow when the game comes back live who the hero is that we'll be able to get an imprint for.
Time will tell.
Yeah, hard to tell. It's a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Oh, dude, I saw the meme for this. This is so funny earlier. So we got these 2 new exclusive equipments now for Summer Break Charlotte as well as Fumir. 2 characters that probably could use them for sure. Like, they're like solid, but definitely could be better. So if you scroll down a little bit, Tristen, all right, because this is how I felt this morning when I woke up and I read this. So you can see here's Summer Break Charlotte, right? Somebody made a meme that was like Summer Break Charlotte's exclusive equipment as viewed by a turn 2 player. And where the stats are, it's blank. And then under the skills, it has the name of the skills, and the description is blank on all of them. And I was like, yeah, that's actually how it feels as a turn 2 player. I legit, unless I pull up, you know, what the characters do in like Cecilia Bot or the journal, I could not tell you what any of these do. Because I'm like, looking at like, this is a cleave character. I don't know what the hell this does.
I used to love running Summer Break Charlotte. I cleaved people in arena with her. We made an arena team called the Sharklet Battery because she would just batter you with fish. She hits you with fish. How cool is it that she hits you with swordfish? I don't know what drugs the developers were on when they came up with the concept for this character, but I would like them to share. She's got 3 exclusive equipments. The first one is Caught a Big One, and it causes her S1 attack, I believe, to have 5% more chance to defense break, which is nice, right? Defense break is the strongest debuff in the game, so ain't nothing to sneeze at. Her second one increases combat readiness by additional 5% when it's activated as a dual attack, so more tempo, more movement. I think this one's a little more valuable than the defense break because when you're playing aggressively and she is an aggro cleave character, you're going to want to have that additional tempo. But then an adult's responsibility. This is her big S3 new, or sorry, this is her S2 passive.
S2, right? Her
passive, yeah.
And at the start of the battle, grants attack to the caster for 2 turns. She is an attack scaling knight. So, what do you think, Sue? Where do people go with this? You know all about cleave being I'm_cleave. Which EE should people go with on this?
My assumption is that it's number 3, but if you play an attack buffer, like to, I guess, get the party started, then I would assume that it's the first one. But like, I feel like it has to be 3. The others just don't feel anywhere near as impactful as starting with 2-turn attack buff.
Luka, you got an opinion on this? I mean, I see you play Summer Break Charlotte as often as I do, so yeah, right? You got a feel for this one?
My guess also number 3. Number 3, my lord! Number 3!
Okay, so there are 2 ways people play Summer Break Charlotte. People are actively cleaving with her, bringing her as a supplemental damage deal, and then, yeah, of course, attack buffer is self-attack buffing is great. You don't have to bring an attack buffer with her. She just gets it. It is just at the start of the first turn, and it's going to give her more synergy with things like using Senya's artifact. But there are a handful of nutters out there that are putting this girl on 3F and making her stupid tanky, lots of HP, and letting that be, and then you just can't kill her, and she's constantly dual attacking on 3F pursuit set, and you're like, what is wrong with this person? I bet they don't ever get invited to parties. That kind of stuff is out there. For those guys, you might want to use the number 2 one for more CR pushing, but for normal, well-adjusted adults who aren't being terrorists, I do think the number 3 is the best option as well.
You're in the class with Spear of a New Dawn. Just play Spear of a New Dawn like a civilized person. What the hell?
This is really funny because I did play Summer Break Charlotte in my time as well. I really liked how this character interacted with dual attacks. I just find dual attacks to be really funny if they're not random. So I used to play that a lot, and I think that, yeah, it really does make the most sense if, you need a buffer or, you need to bring a buffer, just number 3,
Yeah.
I thought I'd throw my very different and controversial opinion into the conversation here.
Yeah, this is the only version of Charlotte I don't play. Like, I like the other 2 Charlottes a lot.
It's kind of funny to me that Mr. Turn 2 player over there is like not seeing the power and the beauty of putting this unit on 3F. It's totally your style of play, Sue. Yeah, Spear of a New Dawn, she's attack scaling. It's how she does damage, but it's going to make her fragile. On 3F, you could give her 30k health. You don't even need to give her attack or crit or any of that stuff. You're just running all the HP up and then just dual attack, proc 3F, proc pursuit.
But I have that unit already. That unit's called Bellion.
Does Bellion dual attack? I didn't think so. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a smart idea. I'm just saying it exists. There are people out there who are not right in the head, and for those people, yeah. Do you think this is going to do anything, though? Is this going to make Summer Break Charlotte meta? Are we going to see this girl used in, Legend Climbs and E7 World Cup? Is she a must-pick unit? Do you use your custom group summon to get her now?
Probably not. They'll probably be like a Cab Strife stream playing this at some point. Maybe Elf Mage. But I don't see this moving the needle. I think this is like a cool, there's content, we play it for like 1 or 2 days on stream and we move past it. I'd be shocked if this makes our meta.
Real talk, all memes aside, people who ran Summer Break Charlotte are going to continue to run her, and they'll be glad for this EE. And people that don't run Summer Break Charlotte, they're going to continue to not run Summer Break Charlotte. And if they get the EE, it's just for, completionist purposes. But we'll see.
I do find it
maybe some chefs will cook.
Yeah. I do find it interesting that it is speed as a stat. I didn't really build her too fast because usually the CR would help her push and cut, but it does make sense to give her a little bit extra movement if you're, trying to make sure she cycles well.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised that, gives her an attack buff and we didn't give her more attack here. I'm surprised they didn't just
Could have been attack
make her nuclear.
Exactly right. Attack percent, or the funny crit chance percent. Everyone loves a good crit chance percent.
Even effectiveness to help her with the defense breaks, right? I mean,
Potentially,
speed is a weird one to put on a unit that is a reactionary unit. It's a unit that queues off of other units on your team. Doesn't really even need speed.
She really doesn't. No, I built her base speed so I can just slam as much attack on. So it is very interesting to see how that's played out. But yeah, interesting EE.
Okay, what about herself, the elf Foulbeard? So, Sue, while Sharklet might be my style of unit, Foulbeard is more your style of unit because you have to.
No way, this is a cleave. This is another cleave character. What
well, no, but I don't mean cleave. I mean you have to think to use this unit, and I'm a cleaver, and we don't think. So I need somebody that actually thinks about playing to tell me, is this a good EE? She gets effectiveness, which is huge, right? You can never have enough effectiveness on Foulbeard. I've only got like 280, and I'll need more, so this is great. But what about these skills? Now, there's one that I think is the best one, and there's one that everybody else thinks is the best one, and I think they're wrong.
Let me go pull up.
I'm a no frame, no opinion kind of guy, so I would like to hear what you have to say about Foulbeard. Do you know much about Foulbeard, Luka?
Absolutely no idea.
All right, well, I can tell you right now, just looking at her actual skill kit here on the side, that first one's a meme. That first E is absolutely a meme. Because I think it's like
increases combat race by additional 5% when using substrate.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the S1 is kind of like
I think that's a word.
Yeah, it's like a hand guy where it pushes up someone else on your team. So it's like a meme because it's like, okay, well, you'd want this with like Unity or Counter or something to get max value out of it, and I just don't see Foulbeard using that, so that's a no. Let me see here for this other one. So the Thanos Snap, okay, changing the Thanos Snap to 100% over 85 is probably correct. And then the last one is unaffected by elemental disadvantage when using sensory dissection.
Cisco has gifted a sub to substrate. It's not a word. You'll never convince me that that's a real word.
I'm gonna go look it up. By the way, I need to see if it actually is a real word.
It is. I looked it up.
Substrate exists. It has to be like, right?
Substrate refers to something acting as an underlying layer, foundation, or supporting base. So it's a foundational experiment is basically what it means.
It is a term for like in geology as well. Like you talk about the substrate as being like that foundational piece. So it has to exist. I'm not going crazy, right?
Yeah. Okay, I think
nerds.
I think it's the second one. After looking at everything.
Yes. Holy smokes, Sue and me agree. Everybody is telling me the unaffected by elemental disadvantage when using sensory dissection is the one, and they're giving me one big glowing reason. Do you know what that reason is, Sue?
Is it because green is like the only RGB color that people play? Is it because of Freerin?
It's so they can blow up Freerins with her. So I gotta ask you.
That's so small brain. You're literally playing like it's called the Thanos Snap for a reason because it literally erases the enemy team.
Half of them.
Yeah. So I mean, I just. If your enemy picks Freerin, does your brain automatically go, oh shit, I better pick a blue elf mage or a blue elf mage to fight that green elf mage? Surely this won't go poorly.
Like, I'm so confused because like if you're playing Foulbeard, right? You already have Belly and Ban, and you were already first picking a green damage dealer. How the hell does your opponent have Freerin? How is that not your first pick?
Yeah, right, because you need the elements.
And if it's not your first pick, it's because you picked Renak. You don't care about Freerin at that point.
Yeah, everybody has been on to me saying, no, you want this for Freerin. She is designed to counter Freerin. It's going to be bad. And maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. My no frame, no opinion ass may be totally off on this, but I'm with Sue on this one. I think taking an 85% defense break to a more reliable 100% defense break on that Thanos Snap for a unit that puts your whole ass team to sleep. You know what ignores elemental advantage as well? Units being asleep. So
Yep.
I think you go defense break all day long, but if Foulbeard is keeping you up at night, if you wake up screaming with Foulbeard doing her double attack on you and wiping your team, and you're sitting in the corner hugging your knees, saying it's not real, mumbling the unpronounceable names of her spells over and over again, you still pick the second one, guys. Come on, let's be real. But yeah, some people out there convinced sensory dissection is the way. We'll have to see when it's tested out. But I'm with Sue on this one. And it's weird. A cleaver and a turn 2 agreeing on something, there's got to be a little something there, right?
Never thought I'd see the day.
Again, if I'm wrong though, it's because I'm washed. But like, I really think just like on paper, it feels like it has to be number 2. Like, I could see, like, I don't think that number 3 is bad, like, at all. I actually think it's like a good EE.
No, yeah.
I just think that you telling me that it's just purely so you can deal with Freerin, I'm like, that doesn't check.
That's
like,
what I was told. That's what I was told.
Even if Foulbeard, right, starts to see a lot more play because of this EE, and people are start to counter Freerins with this Foulbeard EE, everyone's just going to change their Freerin so you can't kill her with it. I would rather just take the number 2 because, like, in the spots where I want Foulbeard, I need to make sure my combo works. I'm going to take the higher chance that my combo is succeeding.
Yeah, I mean, also remember, guys, this isn't elemental advantage. This is just no elemental disadvantage. This isn't like a Sid's thing where he gets elemental advantage. That might change things a little bit, but all this means is they're getting rid of the 50% chance to miss. So 100% of the time, you have 100% defense break, or 50% of the time against 20% of the units in the game, this is going to hit when normally it would have missed. Kinda it. It's not a huge difference. So I just don't see it impacting that much. But you guys do you. Pick your own EEs and go make a video and prove me wrong. Because remember, I'm not wrong about this. And if I am wrong about this, it was Byako's fault. Because it always is.
If we're all wrong, if all 4 of us are wrong, it's Byako's fault.
That's right.
Hashtag
He's a
blame
resident
Baka.
scapegoat. Is that what it is now?
Yeah. Hashtag blame Baka.
Hey, we didn't mention this before, but I want to slide back up real quick just to point one thing out to a couple of people that might be sitting in the back row that missed this about the powder shop. So when you do your custom group summon, once you lock in your choices, you have to do a single summon. I don't mean a 10 summon. I mean just drop 5 heckin' bookmarks. So once you do that, you lock it in. Your choices can't be changed. That's when Epic 7 acknowledges it as a real banner. That's when it will show up as a assigned banner in your summons. And once you do that, all 3 of the artifacts you selected will appear in the powder shop. So even if you don't have the bookmarks, you don't want to go for these items, if you guys have been paying attention and listening to me saying that this is coming sooner rather than later, and you saved up your powder and have got enough of it, you are ready for when that powder shop hits, so you can just do that 5 bookmark summon and then go buy 3 of the artifacts. Get that holy sack you're missing. Get that renewed will up to plus 30. Go ahead and grab those 3 artifacts. You can do that with this system. So yeah, even if you aren't going to summon on this, look at it as a way to powder shop 3 artifacts. 3 potentially limited artifacts.
Good point.
But in addition to all of that, wait, there's more. The powder shop rotation this time around is Manica of Control, Touch Me Rekos, Time Matter, and Spatio-Temporal Fan. And nobody cared. These are all bad guys.
Yeah, they're not worth getting. Like,
They're not worth getting.
I think Time Matter is like fine. I think Spatial Temporal Fan is fine. But I'm never spending powder on these. You'll just get one eventually.
Yeah, they're artifacts that are, they drop in your lap, you're happy for it, but you don't chase them. Even Time Matter's kind of past its
yeah.
Well, I mean, this sun is kind of set on that artifact quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got to compete with Book and then Freerin's Ring now. Yeah, we should ask Gimmick how he feels about that they power corrupt book.
I didn't use book too often, myself. I tried not to, I should say, but I have noticed. I did see some of the other artifacts that you can gain extra souls on as well. What was it? It was what's her name? It was the summer limited unit previous year, Blue Soul Weaver. I know that's not really narrowing it down much, but she also had Frida. Thank you. She had like a powered up book, and people were like, "Whoa,
book for Soul Weavers."
Power creeping, and I was like,
for Soul Weavers, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. No, even Warrior has like a pseudo book now. Thorn of the Blue Rose, Kral's artifact, which by the way, absolutely the best option I feel like right now for disciplinary prefect Arya. Right? I've heard whispers that people think it's not. Play with it. Like, all right, first off, if you have one that's like actually leveled up, it gives so much extra defense, which for Arya, like, because you have to focus so hard on HP, she can't have high defense. It completely eliminates that weakness on the character. And being able to get the ball rolling on the EE and just keep him off of souls for the whole game is so strong. It's so strong.
Very interesting.
So
I mean, I kind of saw book being supplemented at some point, if they're not going to change how book works, so they're not going to make it where you can only have one per team. They were going to just keep giving alternatives.
That's a bro.
Yeah. So that to me, I just understand.
So
yeah, they're all
30?
Yes.
Nope, there's a plus 15 one up here. I'm still working on it. I need two more.
You gotta get on that, man. Come on now, you're slacking.
So
the Library of Alexandria.
Burn it down.
So Taga Hale's fat butt, it gives you 20 souls at the start, right? Freeren's artifact gives you 20 souls at the start, but every time she takes a turn, it could potentially give 2 more souls, right? So it kind of power crept it. So Gimmick, I want you to look at this picture and be honest with me, because this is for the internet. How does this make you feel?
As a free-to-play, mildly disturbed.
Allow me to zoom and enhance.
No, I see those plus 30s. I know exactly what's going on there. Congratulations? Question mark.
Thank you for funding the game.
Yes.
Yeah,
there
thank
you.
you.
Go. Thank you for being such a supportive fan of Epic 7. That's all I can say, I suppose. That is crazy.
Neptune's comment's the best. He said, I just threw up. Yeah, this is Epi, and yes, this is real. This is not photoshopped. Yes, he
crazy.
Did kind of wail pretty heckin' hard on this.
Yeah, it was a 5-digit number, if I recall correctly, for this.
Yeah,
I play games free to play nowadays. I used to before pity systems existed, and after being a slight dolphin on like Brave Frontier and Puzzle and Dragons, where there really just was no pity, I was like, well, I don't see a reason to spend money anymore, and that has been my mantra ever since. Even though Pad did add a pity system in one way, like they started like the whole concept of a pity system, I was just like, no, I can't anymore. I spent $90 in high school trying to pull Cloud from the Final Fantasy collab, and I was like, whoa, where is he? Where is he?
Before you came on, Gimmick, I was explaining how you and I, like, when we had that conversation when I visited you guys, about how that was like your first gacha and mine, and how we had that like bonding moment. I was the same way. I don't know if you remember, I made a Reddit post about it with the day the Final Fantasy collab came out. It was a picture of my Tifa shirt, and it was like just Monopoly money spread everywhere. I was like, this is how this banner's going for me.
Oh no.
Yeah, I spent I think like probably $200 on the Final Fantasy banner until I walked out with at least a copy of Tifa, and in the process, I ended up getting like 3 or 4 copies of Cloud.
Wow. I mean, Cloud was meta during the time. Cloud and Tifa were both. And I'm glad to see a lot of people are mentioning Brave Frontier as well. That was when I was like really a baby with like gacha games, like really just not understanding any min-maxing. Like my friend showed it to me, and my first pull was a Oracle Zephu back when like the Oracle modifier was garbage, and they were like, you should restart. I'm like, restart? You restart gacha games? What do you do? And I just carried that through all the way, regardless, until those servers shut down. Oracle Senpai, that's where you're used. Okay, that makes total sense on how you got your username. Anyways, tangents aside, gachas have really evolved quite a bit.
Oh yeah. I try to tamper back all my spending as well after FGO. I spent way too much money on FGO, so I'm right there with you, tampering back. The one thing that you can guarantee that I will spend money on though is things with Tifa on it. It probably won't show up because of my my green screen, but there you go. There's a Tifa alt art for one of my commander decks. It's like It's like $150 Tifa. If there's one thing I will spend on, it's that. This one actually I didn't have to spend on though. I actually got lucky. I pulled this one.
Wow.
But the Surge Foil Tifa, the one that's like $500, yeah.
Goodness. For a card. I know that Luka's been enjoying unpacking a lot of cards, but we're opening a lot of packs, right?
A lot of packs.
A lot of packs. One a day, right? Is that right?
Over 100 at this point, right?
Yep, over 100. Over 100 packs
Goodness.
of One Piece cards.
Wow.
I have the best wife in the world who randomly out of the blue with her non-anime watching butt goes and buys me a Trunks letter opener with his sword.
That's pretty bad.
Just because
That's
she's cool.
Love.
That's amazing.
That is love.
Yeah. That's pretty sick, actually.
So we're in the tailspin end of the Moonlight Headhunt. You guys are all familiar with that. Who'd you pick, Luka?
Well, originally I was gonna get Muna, but then chat saw my plus 30 rocket punch and said, no, you have to go Barunka. So I went with Barunka.
Luna is significantly more fun, but Arunka is infinitely more useful, so I don't think chat steered you wrong there.
My brain says chat made the right choice. My heart says chat made the wrong choice.
One of the things people were waiting for is they wanted to see who was next in the coin shop rotation before they locked it in, because they didn't, you know, what if Barunka was in the next coin shop rotation and you were sitting on 40 coins and you flip your desk and go hire a truck to circle Smilegate, right? So this is the new coin shop rotation. This time around we have got Bellion, Ambitious Tywin, and Spectre Tenebria. How do you feel about this? I have seen a variety of emotions when it comes to this rotation. What do you think? Did Smilegate, whiff one? Should they have done different units, or is maybe this a little bit bigger brain than people are thinking?
That's good for my meta, back when I was playing, but I think things might have changed slightly from what I understand. Very, very, very slightly.
I mean, do you want my opinion, or do you want Luke to go first?
I don't care. Tell me what you guys think.
Yeah, I have 40 coins, so I don't
All right,
this race.
I know what I think. I want to hear what you think.
Okay, so first off, praise to God Queen Bellion. Anyways, Bellion is, in my opinion, one of the best turn 2 characters in the entire game right now. Problem is, right, you need 3F. Right, she's significantly worse without 3F if you don't have the artifacts. Right,
3 of them. Good lord.
I have 5.
Oh, good lord.
So Bellion, you need 3F for her to really reach her full potential, and unfortunately, if you have 3F, you probably all have Bellion, which makes it at the end of the day kind of a bad rotation. If they had put Bellion here and were like, by the way, 3F rerun banner, then I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a slam dunk no-brainer. Right? That's it. Like, Bellion is probably like top 10 ML5s in the game right now, but only if you have that artifact, and the people who don't have Bellion probably don't have that artifact.
So here's why I think this is brilliant. I think Smilegate knew exactly what they were doing here, and they made one of the best decisions they could make from a consumer standpoint. I'm a gacha gamer. I know you guys are gacha gamers, and we all share one thing in common: an insatiable button pushing compulsion and the inability to wait and see what's happening next. So what would have happened? What would the general sentiment have been from the community if this had been Bossarunka, Imperial Ilanov, and New Moon Luna as the 3 units? I think the 10% of people who waited to see before they locked it in would be thrilled, and everybody else that locked it in and saw their unit here and stared at their 40 coins would be so pissed off. So I think putting 2 units that are completely out of the meta, Tenebria and Tywin, who are basically collector's items at this point, and Bellion, who is probably the most commonly owned ML5, because if you didn't have her before, you probably got her from the boss selector ticket, but she is still a really good unit, so she's a nice pickup for people that don't have her if you got the 40 coins. I think this was kind of Galaxy brain move on Smogate's part. I think they did this to not crap upon the emotions of people who have button clicking compulsions and just buy everything immediately, because let's be honest, that's their target audience for financial prosperity, right?
No, that makes sense.
Just my opinion.
I can definitely see that.
That's a really fancy way of saying it sucks.
Yes, it's a terrible rotation, guys. I mean, I'll probably grab a Bellion imprint. Sue will probably grab a Bellion imprint too, because he only has double S on 2 of his Bellions. He needs to finish that off.
Goodness.
But yeah, and you know, Perry, Eufine, Robin. Okay, does anybody ever use Covenant coins to buy these units?
I never
I use them
unlocked
for everything
Covenant
else.
Shop. In my 4 years of playing, I never unlocked Covenant Shop. So
It's actually-
that's my answer.
It's actually funny. Covenant Shop is harder to unlock than the Galaxy Coin Shop.
And I don't even think I even ever got enough to ever redeem a Galaxy coin either. Or I might have been saving them. Again,
Yeah.
free-to-play brain. So
like, if you ever pull a dupe of an ML5, you have the coin shop. The only way you're ever unlocking the Covenant coin shop is if you pull like
it's
15
triple S,
shoes.
right?
Yeah, you have to pull naturally without imprints a triple past the triple S. It's the one
Yeah.
after it. That's the T.
Hey, Gimmick, take a shot in the dark. How many shoes do I have?
I would assume 2, 1 for your left foot and 1 for your right foot.
Leave the dad jokes to the professionals and stay in your own lane.
I'm seeing.
You
I'm
walked
seeing some
right into
numbers out
that
here.
one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
go for
also a
10,
bad joke.
just because.
Nobody in chat has guessed high enough yet.
High enough. Good lord. And I saw. All right, 2024.
Oh, Space Seal did. I have 17 shoes, not counting the 4 ML shoes I have. I've got a straight up rat infestation over in here. So yeah, shoe alone has cracked open that Galaxy shop for me, because
Good
Smilegate
lord.
loves giving me the rat.
Yeah, my most pulled character is Green Celine at 17 or 18.
Wow.
And then ML5s, it's a tie between Bellion at 5 and Spirit Eye Celine at 5.
How many Last Rider Crows do I have? 7 or 8. Yeah,
Goodness.
I've got a motorcycle gang and rats. Yeah, I've got a
You guys
rat
are
pack.
So fortunate. So fortunate.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never pulled a Pirate Captain Flan in my entire life. I
Same
headhunted
here.
one, but I've still have never pulled one. But Crow, I got motorcycles and rats, more than you could ever dream of. Oh, anyway, it's time for
Probably.
the best part of the patch notes, and I'm not going to read all of these because it is Legion, and most of them are just UI patches and spelling errors and BS stuff. But a couple of things to point out, and this is a little hotly contested. I'd like to hear from you two if you think, what you think about this. But there was an arena glitch a few weeks ago, right? And the glitch was pretty simple. It flipped the leaderboard upside down. Put the lowest ranked person at the top and the highest ranked person at the bottom, which is just cosmetic. It was kind of silly. It was no big deal. But evidently the arena matchmaking system, the way it pairs you with opponent, uses that leaderboard to target your ELO. So if you are in if you're like rank 20, it's going to look at the top 50 people and shoot you at one of those top 50 people randomly, and that's how it assigns your ELO. So what we had, because it was flipped, is the top 50 people fighting people who just got out of rookie arena and it was their first week in regular arena. And the people who were sitting down in who had just gotten here, they were fighting the Snitchus and Hazamares and Jintes of the world. They were not having a good week, right? So basically, if you were champs and above, you were fighting people that had like just Red Ross on defense at level 30, not even Adventurer Ross, just right, just the basic stuff, right? So people are like, well, shit. Time for me to get those legend Skystones and farming like crazy. And other people are like, are we gonna get banned? And every single creator is blowing up poor Smile Buddy's emails like, lock it down, lock arena down. It's a Wild West out here. Poor newbies are getting farmed to death. And the top end players, you can't blame them for doing it either, because they're playing competitively. They're playing for a frame. And when everybody and their brother is just slamming matches and shoving themselves up to legend, they have to do it too, or they will get pushed out of the top rank. And holding onto those top ranks early in a season is important for maintaining your rank for the end of rotation tallying. So everybody, it was the Wild West. And Smilegate, God love them, they left it open for 12 hours before they finally put it into maintenance mode. They let it, from the moment it was reported, us screaming out, they waited 12 hours before they finally did this content's under maintenance message while they fixed it.
Goodness.
So they basically just said, you know what, server reset without actually doing a server reset, right? We're going to, every Skystone that you spent buying flags, every flag you spent, all that stuff, we're going to refund that all back to you. And we're going to reset everybody's rank back down to where it was. If you cleared out the battle pass, we'll let you keep that. We're not going to mess with the battle pass because too many people bought the gear, used the charms, uploaded stuff. There's really no way to claw that back. But people who achieved like the first time Skystone rewards, people that got metric F tons of conquest points and achievement Skystone rewards for doing that stuff, yeah, they're clawing that back, and they're clawing that back after maintenance. So if you spent those Skystones, you're going to go in the negative. If you burned those conquest points and charms, you're going to go in the negative on conquest points, which makes it impossible for you to get neck and ring charms, because right now conquest points is the only way to get neck and ring charms. Whole ass other issue. So I get why they're doing it, right? It's stolen valor. You didn't technically achieve it. Other people had to work and go through legitimate methods to get that. You just kind of cheesed into that with a unintentional, abnormal application. You're lucky we aren't banning you for exploiting. We're just taking back the stuff you didn't deserve. I get that attitude, but do you think this is the way it should be handled, or do you think they should let people keep their stolen valor, and other people who weren't here and didn't exploit the glitch, they can just, regret not being a part of the feeding frenzy? Or is this the right move? Go on, be Mr. Unpopular. What do you think?
Me going first.
I've got some thoughts.
Well, my thoughts come from a different perspective, because I think that exploits in games are always very tricky to deal with, because there is that relationship between player and the company saying like, yeah, we realize that this isn't a behavior that shouldn't have happened. We want to make sure that things are given through fair means. We set up and balance these rewards based upon what we understand, like the time it takes to get these rewards, right? So all that gets clawed back makes sense to me, at least from like a high level perspective. It's not like a situation where the people who did partake in it can't get locked out in some sort of way, not by getting banned. The example I can point to is like Team Fortress 2, a game that has like a lot of cosmetic crates where you can unlock them and get a lot of cool stuff. It kind of started off a lot of the gacha and like microtransactions element, and there's like a chance to get like a really cool looking decal for like a hat, right? And one crate got super glitched and it was giving way higher payout rates for everybody. And the thing is that the game has like a full-on paid economy where you can trade it like a cryptocurrency almost. Like it's a crypto before crypto. And to make a long story short, short, basically they said, okay, you can keep 1 for trading, the rest you can keep, but we're going to make sure you can't trade those. So it's not going to affect the overall ecosystem. And unfortunately, I think that in a space like this for Epic 7, it can't really flow that way without being like, you know, again, with people who are like, oh man, I wish I could have participated in that, or I did the right thing, yet I still got punished, right? So I can understand why this is being done the way they are, and honestly, I would prefer it to, you know, being in gacha debt, because there was a game that did accidentally do something. Players spent all their currency, and then they went, yeah, you know, you'll be in currency debt now forever, and then the game shut down like a couple months later because of that. So yeah, it really is a tightrope to walk.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, I feel like if you've been in the gaming scene for any period of time, I feel like if you exploit something, in this case, like getting the Sky Stones, you should just hold on to it until there is some sort of official announcement, because there usually will be. Like, that they will say, hey, this is exactly what we're doing. If you exploited it, you can get banned, or we're gonna be taking back whatever unfair advantage you had taken. And if you were one of the people who had just instantly spent everything afterwards, I feel like you have to be really, really new to gaming to not think that it could have been taken back in the first place.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's one thing to take advantage of the exploit, but I think it's also another thing to expect nothing negative to happen to you for it happening. So
certainly,
yeah,
you know, because when it was happening, people were telling me to also do it, because it was right when I was just starting Epic 7 back up again. I just did not have the time before before I could play, really. Before it went into maintenance. But even if I had done it, I would wait to spend anything. Just because like situations like this could happen where they said, hey, we're gonna let you keep the things that you spent money on, or that you already went through the entire battle pass, like that will let you keep for this. But for things that we can track a lot more easily, such as the Sky Stones for reaching Legend for the first time, those things we will claw back. So,
yeah,
just saying.
Yeah.
The way that I look about it is like, I don't know why we didn't do it the way they did in Chaos Zero Nightmare from like a month and something ago. I assume you remember this gimmick. Maybe Luka, you remember this as well. So there was an exploit where for like Great Rift, which is basically Hall of Trials, people realized that the only way you were going to get a top score to get like the most rewards was you needed a specific piece of body armor that only came from like 1 or 2 dungeons.
Yeah.
And so what people would do is you're supposed to play through the dungeon, and if you don't get it, then you have to spend gold to go back in again, or like resources. And if you try to quit out early because you passed the point where you can't get the body armor anymore, you know, you still have to pay for that. People realized you could get to the temporary like stopping point where you essentially like, if you need to walk away from the game and go and do something in your real life, there's like a safety spot. If you park yourself at the safety spot, pour it out with the safety like temp recall, and then you go into Basin, which is basically the game's like version of like Abyss or whatever have you, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll basically start you back at the beginning of the dungeon again. And so people were using this to basically not have to pay gold or resources to be able to farm the things that they needed to get to the top of the leaderboard. And Smilegate could track that. So they just flagged all of the accounts that did it, disqualified all of their stuff, and all of the advantage and stuff that they got from using the exploit, everyone that wasn't flagged by it just got all the rewards. So it just kept everything even. So my opinion is like, bro, if everybody's just going to get Sky Stones and Conquest points and stuff, find all the people that did the exploit, then everybody who didn't do the exploit, just give them the rewards also. That way there's no
reward good behavior, yeah.
Yeah, there's like that's like a no-brainer to me, because it's like, now the people who did the exploit, they're going to feel like really salty that you put them at like negative 5,000 Conquest points or like negative 2,000 Sky Stones. they're gonna feel really bad. Now it's like, hey,
I already got the Sky Stones, so do I get the Sky Stones twice and they only get them the one time?
No, I mean, you could just check for that also. But yeah, like, I don't know. I just think just straight up they should not put you ever in the negative. It's like a really bad look, a really bad feel. I think you should just, everybody who didn't should get something, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
like you said, it encourages good behavior.
Allow me a moment here to take off my man of the people, representative content creator hat and put on my white knight corporate Smilegate hat. So consider this.
Oh, no.
Consider this. Let's say you are a decision maker over at Smilegate. And this exploit kind of thing, unintended consequences, abnormal game mechanic thing, and it happens, right? This thing happens. And rather than putting things back the way they should be, taking away the rewards that you shouldn't gotten, and I get it, right? Logging in and seeing negative Sky Stones, yeah, that might make some people quit. That's going to be a thing, right? But what message does it send if instead of putting it back the way it should be, not punishing, not banning, not taking away anything they should have had, just resetting it to the way it should be, taking away the ill-gotten gains, putting it back? What if instead you send the message that, hey, when abnormal game mechanics happen, do it, exploit it. In fact, look, we're rewarding people this time for actively engaging in the exploit. What does it say to the people who were asleep in Europe when all of this was going down and they didn't get a chance to be a part of the feeding frenzy and get the free rewards? What's it say to the people who said, I am not going to be a part of this. This looks sketchy. The terms of service says don't abnormally exploit the game. So you know what? I'm just going to do normal arena and protect myself and save my account, make sure I don't do anything wrong. What's it say that if you go, wow, I guess I should have done the bad thing because they rewarded people for doing it. People got away with it and they made stuff. They got rewards. They got to keep the rewards and I did the right thing and I didn't get shit. I think it's not a good look for Smilegate to engage in the game that way. So yeah, I feel for you guys. I really do. It's going to suck waking up and seeing negative 3,000 Sky Stones and negative 800 conquest points. And if you quit over that, I can't blame you. I probably would too. But the other side of the coin, from a business standpoint, I think it would be a very bad move to reward people for doing something that is expressly spelled out in the TOS is don't engage in abnormal game mechanics for personal gain. And that's all I got to say about that. I'll get my white knight hat off, put my man of the people hat back on, and say, fuck Smilegate, you should keep your rewards. You should keep your stuff. Anyway, that's my take.
All right.
The other thing that they're doing is they are no longer making this be the 7th anniversary artifact, but are, thank you, Smilegate, making a part of the Genesis Ross conditions. So those of you who are not here for 7th anniversary, huge W, Smilegate. I take back everything I said before about screw you guys over this. Nah, you are the bee's knees. This is huge and so good for new players because Genesis Ross is a shadow of the unit he should be without this artifact, and it really is just, just sucks to not have this. They're doing it in such a way that it's part of the Precious Connections missions. If you have completed these already, when you wake up in the morning and maintenance is over, this will be waiting for you in your mailbox. If you haven't completed it already, you can go and get it. No, you cannot farm it a second time. Nobody will get a dupe of this. Still one per person per account, but everyone has access. Massive heckin' W.
My Jesus!
Yeah, no, seriously, like, Genesis Ross is way too important in the current state of the game to, like, have that artifact be locked to the anniversary. It was kind of just terrible that it was limited in the first place. It never made any sense.
So, that's all nice. Lots of other stuff that they're changing, fixing, patching. Most of it is just graphical changes, making the units behave the way they're supposed to behave, adding voice lines that didn't exist before. All that's great. This one tears me up. An issue where, in some guilds, a castle could be fully destroyed after a single successful normal attack will be fixed. Did anybody have this happen? Because it couldn't be me. That's the most wild bug I think I've ever seen. Can you imagine attacking a castle and go, damn, I just one-shot it.
Just that good. Just that good.
So
it's only when you use Mighty Scout. That was
it's only when you use Mighty Scout. So yeah, they're fixing that, and also the issue with Guild Wars, the bug that happened with Guild Wars, they are finally getting that handled. Rewards will be distributed based on victory criteria. All that good stuff will be sent to your mailbox. Hopefully, this includes the Mystics that you missed out on. We'll fix the leaderboards and all that kind of good stuff. So all of that is happening, and that is it, guys. That was the patch. So, Gimmick, after I described to you the mission statement that Smilegate had to make a 3-week gap so that they could make the maintenance patch days filled with hype and feel impactful, do you think they knocked it out of the park? Did they miss it? Or is it about what you'd expect?
That's a very good question. Again, coming in from the 2-week cycle definitely changes a lot, because we did have those moments where there was a new big patch and we would just kind of come in and be talking about some pretty, easygoing stuff for like the live stream and stuff like that. There is a good amount of content here. There still is a lot of familiarity in that, hey, we're bringing back some old banners, we're bringing back some old side stories. I'm glad to see that they are trying new things, especially with integrating more gameplay modes. I think brawl mode's great to bring in as a permanent mode. To me, I don't think I have enough of perspective after being away for so long, I suppose. But from what I can gather, there is a lot of stuff here that seems very familiar with me. And then there's a little bit extra on top that I think can really justify that extra week, at least from my eyes. But again, I haven't played this game a lot. I haven't really had moments where I can experience all the content and then go, hey, was this enough for me? And also the perspective of like, how often am I playing? How often am I able to log in? But to prevent waffling for any longer, I'd say that this looks like a nice solid size update from my eyes, at least. I'm sure that you guys might have different perspectives, but that's how I see it.
Luka, you've been here for a few patches. Is this above normal amount of content compared to what we used to have, or is this about what you expected? Or is it falling short of your expectations?
Honest, I don't know if it's because this is technically like the first cycle of the 3 weeks, or like the first real 3 weeks that we're getting, right? I don't know if it's because we're coming off 2 weeks into 3 weeks for the first time, but it feels like a lot of fluff to me. It's like, oh, exciting, custom banner. That's not really new content. We're getting the new season of like Brawl, Automaton Tower, and Constellations. But again, those aren't things that are going to be something I want to do every single day. Automaton Tower, I usually just get it done. In about an hour, right? I just get it all done and I'm done for the rest of the content. Brawl, I haven't done that in a while, and it sounds like it changed a little bit, and that also does not sound like something I'm gonna be playing every single day. So,
totally
to
fair.
me, this patch kind of feels like a filler patch, but instead of waiting 2 weeks, we have to wait 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think the next cycle is gonna be huge in terms of how I feel about future patches. Just because it does seem like it's lighter on the actual content side of things.
Do you have any comments?
In mind, I think that makes a lot of sense now in my eyes. Like I was gonna say, like a lot of it is familiar, so I just wasn't sure how to judge it. It was like, does this really justify that extra week? But for me, right, maybe this is considerably an off week, and I'm sure that Tristen and Sue can probably bring some extra perspective to both of us as well for that.
Yeah. I think if you're a new player, this is a really good patch, right? Like you have Automaton Tower. I feel like everybody can just easily do that. Trials, maybe you're still trying to get everything done. Sweet Chocolate Scandal is surprisingly like pretty lengthy. Like there's a lot to do there. It might take you a couple of days unless you try to do it all in one shot, in which case it'll probably take you a couple of hours. Assuming you read it all. Like if you just skip through it, then maybe it's like 2 hours, 3 hours tops, right? But Brawl is basically the majority of the content in this patch. And then Issaria, but I don't like considering characters content. I think that's like a really bad thing to consider because if you don't pull the character, you don't have content, and that feels really bad. So I'm in agreement with Luka that it is basically a filler patch. The vast majority of veterans, for you guys, it's just going to be replay a story you played last year, play Brawl for like a week and a half, and then have nothing else to do for a week and a half, and then pray you pull Issaria and play your usual PvP stuff. And again, you know, I don't like being the negative Nancy, but with the PvP formats in this game being what they are right now, I need a bigger shakeup with my gameplay loop. Right? I don't want to play Ruel made Yulha or DN Cleave every match. Like, please and thank you.
Are you sure? Just really want to double check on that. Are you really sure?
I'm really sure.
Okay.
What artifact do you have on your Ruel, Sue?
Idle Shear, because I'm not toxic.
High five, Sue. High five. Okay, so yeah, from a veteran standpoint, custom group summon, right? Yay, we've seen these before. You're probably not doing this or engaging beyond the artifacts. Sweet Chalk Sky is a wonderful story, but we've seen this story before. Brawl mode is fun, but we've played this mode before. Exclusive equipment, there's your new content, guys. Exclusive equipment, coin shop, other improvements. It is a big old bag of rerun for veterans, but for new players, for brand new players, this is exciting. This is getting one of the limited units that you missed on. You're like, when are they going to rerun this? This is super hype for newer players. Brawl mode is brand spanking new, and if you've never played Brawl mode, it's amazing. This is one of the better side stories in the game. The Tori side story is really, really good. Don't just skip it. Read this one. It's really good. Tower of Automation is available to all levels. It's fun and new and engaging content. So yeah, from a new player standpoint, this is hype as hell. From a veteran standpoint, there's not a lot of newness in here, but you guys need to remember, one of the things they said, it wasn't just a 3-week cycle, but also a 9-week cycle, where every 3 weeks we would have a maintenance, but every 9 weeks would be a version update maintenance. And the version, I ignore the ML, that needs to be moved over to the 5th. Version update maintenance, that's where there is major change. That's where stories are released, new big content modes drop. This is where we expect to see what's coming after the DN story, that story to start. This is when we're expecting Orbis Gladiatorium to launch, because we were promised that would happen sometime in February, and Orbis Gladiatorium had a story with it last time, so that's likely going to be part of the version update as well. This is the big blue MVs on this calendar. That is where you're going to see stuff for the veteran players. That's where you're going to see new stuff. The M's, yeah, they're probably going to be fluff. They're probably not going to be a lot of new content, because they're going to save those for the version updates, where the version updates are where you're going to see a new loading screen when you fire up the game, maybe a new icon in the App Store. It's going to be the big changes. Also, we have the balance adjustment coming at the end of February. That always shakes up exciting for new players. So yeah, you know what? Those were the times for the new players, and these are, or the veterans, these are the times more for the new players, and they are going to kind of be fluff and filler patches, so I'm not surprised by it. You know, we all wanted like exciting new content that's not just banners, but I don't think that's what maintenances are really going to be about. What I liked about this is I made a video on the news, and it was almost a 40-minute long video. In the past, I had 10-minute long news videos, and I had to really yap to stretch it to 10 minutes because there was nothing. It was like, here's a pack. There's no maintenance this week. That's it. Go play CZN because there's nothing happening here. So yeah,
nothing at CZN right now either.
So yeah, I am remarkably okay with the amount of content. If you're disappointed in it, try to think of it from I just downloaded the game last month, and I'm just starting to get competitive with it, with trying to like build up my units, build up my rosters, and I'm finding that I can't do things without certain units, and I'm looking for some fun things to do that aren't RTA because I can't swing there yet. Think of it from that standpoint. You'd be like, this is actually pretty loaded. So I'm kind of okay with it, to be honest with you. Especially this. That is huge. Huge.
I feel like I do enjoy it when it is sort of low stakes like this, because especially for someone like me where I took a break from the game and then I'm now just coming back and I'm kind of catching back up, where I mean, Tristen, you were there when we were trying to do Guild Wars and we're trying to build units where, oh, do you have Egate? No. Do you have Barunka at that time? No. Do you have all these OP units that everyone's using right now that I can't use?
Core staple units, yeah.
It's okay.
Me to catch up also.
Do you have Urban Shadow Shoe?
Yes, a lot.
We're saying in chat, I just need an overlay that says, these are all of the units I am currently missing because I will get somebody asking 10 times.
Yeah, this is why, and I know like veterans like hate on me for saying this, but like this is why I say like character acquisition is one of the core things that is hurting new and returning players. Like it is such a problem because I get it. Mystics and limiteds are literally their money makers, so they don't want to make it easier. But it's the acquisition is just slightly too difficult. It is slightly too difficult to get at least reasonable characters. Like I'm gonna expect you to get every character free to play, right? But at the current rate, it feels like for every 3 MLs that come out, the average player is getting 1 of them. So that means that for every 3 new characters, you're only getting 1, which means you're missing out on 2. I would really prefer it was like, you know, closer to 2 out of 3 than 1 out of 3, right? At least that way it feels like you could make a dent in actually catching up, right?
Yeah. I will say, I don't know what it's like in the higher ranks just yet, but my
Light Knights
janky
and Soul
cleave
Reavers.
teams works in Master. So if you're aiming for just the Master skin, I've been running a mid LQC Savior Auden. I even got Vildred to work one game.
Vildred's
It's doable. It's very doable. Okay, I will just say though, gear makes up the differences for not having OP units. But it is, if you're lucky, better to be lucky than to be good. Okay, I'm just putting it out there. So new players, even if you don't have all of the OP units,
The Luka luck.
Yeah, if I had to just like,
to do it.
Full effect.
if I had to pick 3 things that I wish I could like make better, it's charm acquisition rate, unit acquisition rate, PvP balance. I think that's like my short list.
Well, general rule of thumb, Luka and Gimmick, if you ever decide to jump back into the game, it's pretty easy. If you want to make sure you're picking a good unit, just pick a unit that's got white hair, white clothes, white skin with a white background. It's probably a good unit in Epic 7.
From what I've heard, yes.
But I would like to take a few minutes to go over some of the changes in Chaos Zero Nightmare. I heard you mention, Sue, that it's better. Got him. That it's better. That it's been that this patch was better than what's happened in CZN. So as many of you guys know, I took a little bit of a break from CZN because with creation and the holidays and shut down everything, I had to make a cut somewhere. So I haven't really gotten to play it in several weeks. I'm hoping here next week I'll be able to have some time, be able to jump back into it. But tell me about what's going on in CZN. I heard that my boy Uugo is still a machine. I have heard some horrible talk that they're nerfing my Daisy Duke shorts girl Tressa. And what is this BS about caches? Tell me what's going on in CZN. Is this game still worth playing, or have they just made it absolutely garbage now? Because I don't like what I'm hearing. So what's going on?
Do you want to kick it off, or?
You're making me sound like a shill.
Convince me to play this game. Convince me to log in.
I'll let you start, Gimmick, because I'm here every week.
Okay, all right. So the biggest thing that really came out of the recent like developer notes is there's a ton of things going on and what they want to prepare for season 2, especially when it comes to the new content, the way that the event is played, how long players need to be engaged with it, and most importantly, the way that the Great Rift is going to be engaged with, right? Now, when it came to characters like Tressa and Cassius, they were, for lack of better words, very strong. Their kits were very easy to use, very flexible. And especially with Cassius, who when I played the beta and I got Cassius for the first time, I loved him as a support unit. I loved playing him. So much fun. I'm a big fan of Balatro, big fan of card games. It was like, okay, this character is everything that I want. But I played him like a support. And even when I wrote guides, I was like, he doesn't really deal that much damage, and then eventually it really just spiraled into people discovering about this crazy synergy between Cassius and Tressa or anyone who has 0 costs, where you just basically spam quest card completion and Cassius gets to do a fun 2 billion damage to the opponent. So basically every Great Rift team felt like it was required to have Cassius in there, and the problem was not that Cassius enabled so much, it's that Cassius was everything for the most part. He dealt tons of damage, he had tons of card generation, tons of card manipulation, and morale and fortitude gain. Like, he was just everything. So with that, they just said, all right, we're gonna have some sweeping changes that affect these characters, rework the different mechanics and stuff like that. And honestly, I'm hopeful, especially for Cassius, by someone who did play as support Cassius. It doesn't affect me too much on the damage side, but there is definitely some things to be discussed. So I can obviously pass it over to Sue and Luka for more discussion on that. I have all the notes here as well.
Yeah, basically like some of the the current state of CZN is like it's as dead as E7 has felt these last couple of weeks, which is not great. But we got a glimpse. We didn't get to see the full patch notes for what's coming next week because CZN has its big patch next week. And they're trying really hard to address a lot of the issues with the game. One of the things that I'm very happy to see, and I know some people really don't like it, is they actually are nerfing characters in CZN that are too powerful.
Absolutely.
And I've said this for a long time as somebody who has worked at Bandai, made my own card game on the side, and worked at other places, right? Like, a competitive game is just not sustainable without some kind of ability to rework or nerf, because humans inherently make mistakes, and if you do not let them use an eraser and it becomes permanent, hey, look, there's the mistake right there. It becomes like a super serious issue, right?
How topical.
Yeah. But
both Tressa too, why not?
Yeah, but the patch, right? So the patch that's coming for CZN is so enormous. Like, I could not believe it. If you guys haven't seen, I did a 78-minute patch breakdown video, which is the longest I've ever had to do for one of these. Oh, it's a 5-star.
Oh my god, dude.
This guy hit a 5-star, hit Cassius, and then a 5-star.
20.
Yep. And the thing is, they even said in the patch notes, it's not everything, because they couldn't get everything. Who is this? Watch it be Orlea.
No, but it's Narja.
Oh, wow, it's Narja, yeah. This character is insanely good.
50-50.
This character is insanely fun, by the way, yes.
This character is very, very strong.
Wife's name's Nara, by the way.
Yeah.
So. Must be nice.
Yeah, she's nice. She's a redhead.
Yep, super, super good. Yeah, so just in general, it's double. Yo, heck, this Tristen guy, this guy, yeah. Come on,
so
bro.
You're coming back, right? You're coming back full time on CZN, right?
I tell you what, man, you just every day you just got to wake up, look in the mirror, and remind yourself that you are lucky. And things are so much easier if you just decide to be lucky.
Fuck! Oh my god, are you serious? Ban this guy!
Oh my god, take his computer away.
You're in my house, you can't ban me.
Topical.
The long and short of it is, with the patch that's coming, is they are doing the things that I've always wanted them to do with Epic 7. It feels like the team is, using what they learned in Epic 7 and they are applying it here. And it makes me hopeful that maybe we do this for E7 as well, because if the quote-unquote new season for Chaos Zero Nightmare is this large, if the patch is this massive, my hope is that, you know, when we get that version update in like late February for E7, that the patch is just as big as this one. Because I have not seen a patch from a super creative game that is as large as the one that's coming next week for CZN since like, what, early 2019 in E7, where they like completely buffed every mage character in the game and like completely reworked like a bajillion things. There just hasn't been a patch that's been this big as the one that's coming out like next week.
And very detailed on intent too, which is what I really liked about it too. They really spoke about like, hey, this is why we're doing this. This is what we want to come out of it. And I think that did pad out the patch notes a little bit, but it does feel nice to get that treatment.
You should just roll for Gaia at this point, Mr. Lucky Streamer.
I think that's what he's doing.
Are we rolling for Gaia, the artifact?
Partner?
Yeah, the artifact, the partner.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi, Ray.
there's my girl Ray. We love Ray. Yeah.
We put tons of respect on Ray's name here.
Yeah, so if you are like curious about picking this game back up, like if you've tried it at launch, right? Or like, you know, you dropped it for whatever reason, I would encourage you to at least give it another look starting next like Tuesday night, next Wednesday morning, somewhere around
there, yeah.
Because they are just completely, they took everyone's feedback and just are basically completely overhauling it to try to make it like a, I don't say like a brand new experience, but like to make it much more user friendly, much more intuitive, much more forgiving of, you know, or like easier on your time. It doesn't monopolize as much of your time. And I'm very much, I'm here for those changes. I don't know how you feel, Luka.
I love that we'll be able to get our rewards from the first waypoint.
Oh,
That is going to help a lot. So if you're someone who's just trying to, you know, use up all your weekly tickets, you can pretty much use it in 1 hour versus
Which is pretty nice, yeah.
because you have to run it twice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
There's no
weasel
15%.
rats.
No 15% in this game.
But there's speed RNG, right? I mean, there's still speed RNG everywhere.
No, there's no
hard RNG.
What?
There certainly ain't no speed RNG.
Yeah.
No
There's,
speed
like,
RNG? How do you guys? I mean, but you can 3% dual attack, right?
Nope.
No, you can force dual attack though.
How do you guys even play this game? I was told that that's critical. Well, I mean, at least it costs gold to take gear off your units, so at least there's that.
Now, how about the memory fragments, huh?
Oh, how
Yes.
far we've come.
Oh, boy. Definitely something that is
Oh yeah.
a thing.
I kind of wish they lowered the cost for memory fragment farming, which is the equipment
Yeah.
equivalent
Yes,
from
the
Epic
gear
7
equivalent.
in this
Yeah.
game. Yeah, the gear equivalent. It
Yeah,
costs
it-
a lot for 2 pieces, pretty much.
Yep.
It does. And the
Yeah.
thing that I think that Sue and I really agree on is that there should not be that secondary currency. It should not be there. It is intrusive.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Hi, Barrel.
Like it's weird because like it's harder to get pieces that are worth rolling in CZN, but it's significantly easier to get well-rolled pieces in this game. It's
It
super
is,
weird.
yeah.
It's a
Some
very
sets are
weird
definitely a
feeling.
lot lower.
Yeah, and like someone said in chat, crit is the chase stat in this game. Like there's no speed checking, you crit chance check everything in this game because unlike E7, you can't get 100 crit. It's like it's not happening. Like if you have like 50% crit, it's considered good. If you have like 60, it's like really good. And if you have 70, it's like insane whale, you know.
You're cheating.
Yeah, you're,
200% is like the optimal stat for a DPS, and I am proud to have 5170. So, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles as a free-to-play player. But you know,
yeah. I will say nothing of my like 63% crit rate Yuki with like 200 crit damage.
your Amir is crazy too.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of my characters
Check
are
his
really
account.
insane.
Check him account.
Yeah. This guy, dude. Is this guy it?
Looks like Gaia.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is a really.
Hey,
really good
I got
artifact.
Fene.
Yep. We got
Gaia.
Okay, while we do have partners on the mine tier, I know that we are kind of bouncing across a lot of different points here. My one thing that I'm a little bit upset about right now, or not upset necessarily, but like I hope gets worked on in the future, is that partners are just way too specific. Like, take
Yes.
Gaia for a second. Here is a passive that is only for a controller if they're instinct and they have a card that is base 6 cost. There is only one unit that can do that right now. And I do not think they will be doing that ever again, at least for a long, long while. I hope that they can reduce some of the barrier of entry to that. But you know, like, as a free-to-play player, I don't have any 5-star partners at all. And I'm fine without them right now. But if you give me a reason to pull a partner because I would be able to flexibly use them, like Rosaria or Yuri or Douglas, right? I really hope, or Arwen, right? That's what I hope they can do, because like that's like the strongest part about the 3 and 4-star partners right now is that they're incredibly flexible. And it's a little sad that the big thing about the partners, the 5-star partners, is that, oh well, it just slots perfectly into this one unit. And I don't know, it's just kind of tricky.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts early on that.
Tristen, though, before we wrap up this whole segment.
Yeah, I know, Gimmick.
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God, dude, this
Did
guy.
you look at Tristan's account, actually?
Dude, what the heck?
I think we need to look at his account for some hacks.
I'm scared to show you what's on mine because, like, I have some pretty insane stuff on mine. I do want you to take a look at the new character, Tristen. I want to see how you feel about her. They posted a trailer for her this morning. I don't know if Chad has seen it. Yeah, 9. 9 is the next character. So if 9 appeals to people,
I got 3 elf elts.
yeah.
It is really funny that really is just Elfelt.
Yeah,
right.
Bunny ears, red.
Yeah, no Tressas, bro.
Shoots a sniper.
No tresses.
One Tressa as well.
Yeah, I only have I think like E5 on Tressa.
Only. Goodness.
Only.
Must be nice up in your ivory tower.
Yeah, no, as I said, you don't want to see them. I'll show you mine after stream, Gimmick. You'll cry.
I would be okay without tears tonight. Thank you. I appreciate the kind offer, but
Tristen, the people want to see 9. Show them the new character.
show them the new 9 trailer.
It's on.
I'm glad they're doing animated trailers too. That's very fun. And I'm glad that they're staggered out enough.
Yeah, it's on it's on CZN's YouTube channel. After 9 is 8. No, it's 6, 7
Dang.
after 9.
Your tab's looking like my tabs, Tristan.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Right there.
Save
It's
some
not-
Looking
RAM.
like mine.
It's that first one.
It's bad. It's
Character PV.
yeah. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I want Tristan's opinion on this 9 characters right there. 9 character PV.
This 9 fella.
okay. Hang on here.
弱い者はいつか狩られる。
Can I get watching in chat?
In a world.
変わることのない絶対の法則だ。ルツは
White hair, white jacket, white skin. She's gonna be meta. That's Smilegate code for broken AF.
金額以上の仕事をする気はない。ルツはどこだ。
That guy's got a terrible name. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he does.
That's point blank. Hello.
モンスターか。
Damn.
Where are my trailers like just released?
So we got the perfectly split cubes on the explosion. It's just cinema.
任務完了。どうだ。結果に満足か。力加減
There's
は
our
苦
new
手なん
girl.
だ。
There
Yep.
she is.
And she's
9.
a wanderer too. We've got 3 wanderers now. Is that correct? We've got Rin, Kayron, and now 9.
She's red
Yep,
hair
yep.
away from being perfect, man. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, she feels. I looked at her. I was like, "Is this just Spirit Eye Celine again?" That's what it feels like.
Oh, we're watching this now. Okay.
No, that's YouTube autoplay for you.
Good old YouTube autoplay.
But yeah, no, I know. I like not everyone. CCN's not everyone's cup of tea. I think a lot of you guys, at least for me, have made that abundantly clear in like comment sections and streams. But I do hope for those of you guys that for those of you guys who kind of like kind of dropped it, you do give it a chance to season 2, because I do think the changes are very, 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 very good. Like I just my only thing I lament on, and I've already said it, is like I want them to do for E7 what they're doing for CZN. because it
Certainly.
feels like every issue that people have, they're just fixing it in CZN. Like it's just like crazy transparency. Like you love to see it.
So
And I
you
think
said,
the
when
biggest
did
thing
you
about
say
that
I should
too-
restart CZN? When did you say I should pick it back up in earnest?
Tuesday?
February
Next
4th.
week?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me make a note about that. Hang on here.
Good idea.
Also, I saw someone saying
No,
how
notepad
they
check.
don't
no.
like that it's being more easier to play. But technically, you can still play Chaos as hard as
Yeah.
you want. You don't have to use the easier Epiphany.
You don't gotta play
upgrade.
Serennial.
You don't have.
Like-
You don't have to play it that way. You know, you can
Yeah.
play it how you want to play it.
Certainly.
The update is for the rest of us then. But
Yeah.
you still get to do what you would want to do. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching Sue do the spiral climb with his Amir and Narja, and I'm watching him like clean house with these characters. And here I am, like with my little bunkered down with my little Lucas team and Narja, and I'm like having a good time. And I get to a boss with thorns, and I end the fight with like 20 HP, and I'm like, great, that was floor 30. So I'm enjoying my time with the difficulty personally, and I want to keep pushing. Like whenever I play other games, I'm like, I love being like the low tier hero, quote unquote. And I know Luke's good now, but I know Lucas is underspoken, so I personally want to push more on those characters. And you know, if I do stream again, that's probably the combo you'll see me playing a lot. But yeah, I think there's always going to be this min-maxing approach where, yeah, you can play the character that's going to give you the most success, but the diversity of the cast is what makes this game so much more special to me, especially when this game is competing on the cusp of Slay the Spire 2 coming out in March. It's going to have to really show its presence, and it's got to really show that it's worth sticking around, because for someone like me, I'm going to be picking up Slay the Spire 2 no matter what. And I hope that I will be able to have a nice split between these games, because the character diversity is going to be really nice to play with compared to a single combatant game like Slay the Spire. Before I finish off this point, someone was saying, how is Luke good? 50% crit chance.
Yeah.
That's all you need. He's a slow start character in early game. But when you hit 50cc, he is a fun as hell character, especially with Lucas. Like, seriously, enjoy the character.
Yeah, if you want to know why Luke is good, just come drop by one of my CZN streams and just ask me to play Luke, and I will play Luke for you, and I will show you why he is good.
I still need to convince you about Lucas more, but I know you saw it a little bit. So
yeah, there's definitely like some potential. Like that's also the beautiful part about the game, is that it's really, really deep, and I promise you, we have not figured out all the stuff that you could do with the characters yet. I'm still finding sauce with characters, like, and where the game is like 4 months old at this point, almost like 3-4 months old.
Maribel Magna.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've been championing Amir for a while, and now Amir is like finally shining through, and people are like, oh shit, this character's actually good.
Luka, do you have a favorite character or cast that you like to play as well?
Yeah, tell us who your favorite character is and why is it Uugo?
Golden child. Sorry,
Good
it's
old
not
Uchimas.
Uugo.
He's a good boy. He's a talking dog.
Veronica. She has a hamster. She
Oh, you're
has
talking
an
about
emotional hamster.
And it does little like idle dance routines too, with the lights and everything. It's wonderful.
Oh, you're talking about Sir Kowalski? I don't know, man.
Yes.
I originally was not happy with Veronica, and then somebody was like, you know, this is just Drake from Nikke, right? And I read the backstory. I was like, oh shit, it is.
Good old Uchimas. Yeah. I'm still keeping her like low level. I'm keeping Serenio level 50 as a personal challenge to myself. If I get Mei Lin, unfortunately, I will probably do the same thing. But I am glad that they're being very transparent about like reworks and nerfs. Obviously, this was for 4 stars. We don't know what the precedent's going to be for 5 stars. But I think that setting this early is really good too, because it sets the trend for everything else. I know that, Sue, you were saying earlier, I really want this to be something for Epic 7, but you know, it's going to be really hard to assert that presence like you can super early here with CZ. And so that's one thing it has going for it. And hopefully for the health of E7, you know, if that's what you believe will help the health of the game, then I hope that's what they can help, I guess, lay out the groundwork for. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Real quick, I will say I think the biggest difference, I don't know if this will change later in Chaos, is the fact that Chaos is a PvE main, no PvP game, which is why I feel like, yes, doing it super early is really good, but I also think that it being currently at least PvE focused only also helps lessen the blow of getting nerfs, because I feel like if it were to happen in Epic 7, because it's PvP, or there is a PvP aspect to it, I think there would be a lot more trucks and a lot more fires that would happen, even though, you know, we have pockets of people who are saying, no, we think nerfs would help with the state of the game. I do feel there are more people who would be like very upset that I spent $1,000 on this unit, getting them geared up.
Oh no, did my Discord crash? Are you guys there? Hang on. What happened? My disc. Hello, guys. It's working for me. I got movement on my end, but yeah, 07. You guys can see me, right? It's just Discord. Okay, hang on. Let's try this again. Let me see here. Function Alt F4, and let's reboot Discord and see if we can get the peeps back.
Happened.
Are you guys there?
Yeah. You left as soon as you came back. We instantly came back.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay,
That's
hang on. Let me
so
pop this
funny.
out here.
Yeah.
Oh, the cameras are all jacked up. It might, hang on, if I share my screen, it might fix. Let me see. Let's do this here. Share my screen.
Again,
I
it
was
really
like,
would
"Hey,
be.
did I say
I thought it was
something really
on my end because I have had.
Stop talking.
I saw your face freeze and I thought, you know, oh, did Luka go out? And then I'm looking at Sue. I'm like, Sue's looking extra stoic right now. And I'm still moving around. I'm seeing like Tristen like moving around. I'm like, oh goodness.
Good old Discord.
Welcome back.
Yeah, but I mean, I think at this point, like, I don't know if I have anything much else to add to this. Like, I just think that right now,
I got my notes for CZN. So you were talking about nerfs too, and I did make a note about this, guys. Nerfing is not legal in some countries that Epic 7 publishes in. So you've got to be careful about. Now, I'm not an Asian lawyer, nor do I pretend to be, but I know some countries, like Japan especially, have very serious bait and switch laws that include nerfing, and the steps and processes it takes to nerf a unit are not just in-game, but actually carry real-world legal ramifications. Freaking Gumi and Square Enix took it in the ear with, I believe it was Brave Frontier. One of the games early on, they got jacked hard for nerfing early, and it got hit by bait and switch loss. So they got to be very careful when they decide to nerf a unit, like what they did with Hua Young. Steps they got to go through: how long the unit's been out, are they offering significant enough compensation? Got to run up by lawyers. Got to make sure that it's okay in every single country they publish in. And anybody's like, wait, what about Summoner's War? They nerf all the time. Is Summoner's War published in these countries? No, it's not. And CZN isn't published in all these countries, so it might be easier to nerf and adjust units, but it's not just a huge financial hit gameplay-wise and in-game currency-wise, but I mean, a lot goes into it, and a lot more than I know about. Okay, I mean, this is half-ass knowledge. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I pretend to be, but consider that it's not just as easy as it is in many other games with all of the different countries and how different the regulations are in the EU, in Japan, in Korea, in Asia, in global, even in China. They got to be really careful about how they handle these things. And I know it seems like an elegant, easy solution. Just pull the trigger and nerf. And people will be like, but they nerfed in the past. They used to do it all the time. Yeah, when they were only published in Korea and global. That's true. But
I see now. So you paused the stream to switch hats without us noticing. Got it. Okay. Jokes aside, I think
cover all bases. Cover all bases. That's really hurting my head.
Wait, he really has two of them. I thought it was just a sleight.
You thought I was just really quick, huh?
I thought it was sleight of hand the whole time, like you had been practicing it with the hat throws. I didn't know it was actually two. Oh my god! How do you know which one is which?
Huh?
How do you know which hat is which?
Inside.
Oh, when I wear one, it feels like way more corporate.
It's a feel by basis. Got it. Okay.
I'm like, okay, so it's by feels. I was like, is it like, are they scented different? Like, how the hell does he figure it out?
Oh god, yeah. No, this one's definitely that one's definitely the White Knight hat. Okay. There we go. This is the hat of the people. Much better.
Okay.
All
right. Well.
But yeah.
I think that
I have no idea how that got on my computer. Don't click on that link, guys.
Oh goodness.
Let's move that away. Don't go to that link. Yeah.
I don't think we need to go into like the nitty gritty of like the rest of the patch notes, obviously. But one thing I do want to ask, because I have made this discussion point a lot across a lot of the spaces I talk in, and that is about the prospect of collaborations. Because the last survey that they put out did have requests. They said, hey, if you want to collab, or which IPs would you consider for a collab? And I think that one thing that I was thinking about a lot is that given the not only just the mental breakdowns, but also the executions from Link Crash, it's going to be hard to find the IPs that are going to be willingly agreeing to saying, yes, please, we give you permission to do this with our characters. And some people were like, oh, do you mean that by like fan service, given like how CCN works with like its characters? And it's more about like the execution side. And I'm very curious to ask you guys if you guys want collabs, because that's also another thing. Some people don't want collabs. They want to keep the world consistent. And if you do, then what is kind of like your dream collab then?
It's the same one that I answer every time people ask me for Epic 7. And it still fits in CZN. It actually fits better in CZN than Epic 7.
Ooh.
Let's see if anybody can chat and guess it. Should be pretty easy.
Anybody who's ever watched us do a stream can guess it. Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Cisco got it.
Yeah,
Cisco got it. On Rush got it. Yeah, it's near. Yeah,
I think we had a shot at Nier in Epic 7 back when we were in the middle of like Policia and Zero Defect City and stuff. They could have seamlessly flowed that in, but time, I think, the sun's kind of set on that possibility.
Yeah, it's Nier. Like, it's 100% Nier, and it already, like, it makes a boatload of sense for her to be in the game. Like, same stylistically, similar vibes, and then if you played Nier Automata, you are well aware that 2B absolutely has crash out moments.
Well, 9S too, of course, but
yeah, 9S also has crash out moments. So it's like it's super like it just fits way too well.
Stop asking for a Persona collab. You guys want to speed run us to EOS?
Yep.
Holy crap! Why do you hate the game that much? What the hell, dude?
Yeah, I want FF7 also, but like I have little confidence in Final Fantasy collabing with other gacha games because they usually stick to their own games. Yoko Taro just is like, yo, give me money, you can collab with
I want money.
Yeah.
I do wish there was more replicant representation personally, or even reincarnation, given that is past its its life cycle right now. But I think the new franchise is great.
I'd take 2B and then Kaine as the two collab characters. I'd be okay with that.
That makes sense. Luka? Yeah, any thoughts?
No, I mean, I think my answer is the same. If I could choose literally any IP for Epic 7 at least, it'd be No Game, No Life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still the same. That's the same answer. The same. If I could have Jabril on my team,
Yeah.
I take it. I take it any
Same,
day, all
same.
day.
But CZN
Yeah.
wise, would you want to see Jabril get traumatized, or does it fit? Does it not? You know.
There you go,
Honestly,
Sue. This
I
background
feel
music's
like,
for you, Sue.
Stacy getting trauma, mind broken, kind of fits. Not gonna lie.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't mind me pulling the conversation again, because I honestly really like a lot of horror like games. I don't play a lot of the jump scare ones, but there are some games that I don't think would be represented as much. And I know that this is like my shot in the dark one, but it's not even an anime. It is a game. There is a great game in 2008 by the name of Off by Mortis Ghost. There is a character by the name of the Batter who's the protag. And I think that his design is really cool. His whole concept is about purifying worlds. And I think it'd be just really cool to see how he would integrate into the world. Unfortunately, again, so many different things would not work for this. The character is silent. The world looks very different. He's not like anime styled, you know, but I can dream. I can dream about this character with a baseball aesthetic, having like Junpei Iori style from Persona 4 Arena, where you can basically play baseball in cards, and then you set up the bases, and then when you get a home run, you deal tons. Okay, Tristen, can you pass over like the tinfoil hat for me, please? Thank you.
Yeah, he needs it. So if you guys don't know, Junpei Iori from Persona 4 Arena is like the most complicated fighting game character
so cool.
of all time, because basically like when you land hits, it basically puts batters, like there's a baseball diamond in the lower left-hand corner, and it puts runners on base, right? And if you get hit, that's an out.
Yep.
Right? Like it's like you literally have to play baseball while also playing the fighting game.
And if you whiff, you also get strikes, and you can strike out for whiffing. It's so funny. So I could see like the batter playing on high crit chance and having like high crit chance on his cards like Luke. And if he misses, he gets a strike. If he takes too much damage unshielded, he gets out. Like there's so many possibilities. I want them to think this far out of the box. And both from the collab IP perspective and the gameplay perspective. So that's my whole thing. However, I also see them going, hey, ReZero also works just fine. And I think that would be something that could pull in players, but I think people would be a little tired of that, personally.
Yeah, season 4 hype, but like, yeah, I don't want a ReZero collab. I'm over it. It's collab with like literally everything at this point, and I'm just like, yeah. Unless I get the version of Amelia from, season 3 where she punches the guy in the face like 51 times, right? I want that. That's like, I'll take that.
Subaru and the Protoss can get along pretty well, honestly. Like thinking about it, right? But
JoJo, you want a JoJo club? I'll take a JoJo. I mean, I literally have Jotaro behind me. This is, by the way, this is my favorite JoJo for those of you guys who can do it now. So
Wanderer of the Void just gets turned into the world after they nerf it, and now it's like a zero cost on him only. Just saying. I'm glad there's a lot of ideas that people want to see for collabs, and I just thought it might be a fun thing to experiment with as well. So thank you for letting me take over for that mode of insane ranting. But
I'll give you 3 for E7 from 3 different standpoints, right?
Let's hear it.
My personal one, what I would like, probably wouldn't be the best thing for the game, but holy shit, I'd love to see power in E7. So a Chainsaw Man collab would be freaking insane. I don't know how they could conscience all of the blood with a 13+ game, but find a way to make it happen. Power's just too damn cool on one of the games. So that's my personal wish list one. But if I'm thinking what would be good for Smilegate, which would be easy for Smilegate, right? I mean, look at she's water, isn't she? You know, this will make it easy. I don't know how much my green screen's gonna like this or not, but
let's see it.
Public domain.
Oh.
And they've already got a unit in the game who they could match with it. Bring the Mad Hatter into E7. Get us the Red Queen, re-engage with the Fairy Tale Tenebrious story. Alice in Wonderland, as long as they don't step on Disney's D, They change it enough that it doesn't look too much like Disney's IP. They could do a Mad Hat, or they could do an Alice in Wonderland collab anytime they want. It's passed into public domain. They don't have to share the profits or proceeds. They could just do it. It's an easy free collab that they could already integrate into the game. So that's my one for Smilegate.
I second that one. You know why? Because we know who the Mad Hatter is in Epic 7. Can you do me a favor and sort by Fire Mage 4-star?
Oh boy. Drum roll, please.
Fire Mage.
It's probably not 4-star for me.
All right, let's see if you can guess. You already passed it. There's your Mad Hatter. Just passed her again. That's your Mad. She's the Mad Hatter in Epic 7. I second this.
But the one that I think would be best for the game, best for the numbers, best for the hype, best for the community, because it is on fire right now, and it's about horses. I mean, let's be real. If it's an Uma Musume collab during the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year of the Fire Horse, that collab would explode. That's a big ask, right? Because in the year of the Fire Horse, Uma can probably write their ticket to collab with anybody they want to woo right now, because they're riding pretty high on the hog, and it's thematically insane. But I think that would be the best for bringing in numbers, bringing in new people. But that's the least likely to happen. So there's my three. One for the game, one for the community, and one for me.
Amen. I like how there's also a very approving comment of number 2 from @E7Alice. I wonder, I wonder where that might be coming from.
Alice, yes, please.
Yes, please. No,
I dressed up as the Mad Hatter for Halloween. Not kidding. So yeah, I would dig it. Guys, this has been great. It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate the, bridging E7 and CZN together. That was a lot of fun. Weaving the communities together. And, Stu, you should do some CZN podcasts. What do you guys think? I'd be down to watch those.
I've thought about it. Like Cosmic and I go a ways back, so I thought maybe starting one with Cosmic. I'll have to reach out to him and see if that's something that he'd want to do. I mean, we have a window to do it, because maintenance for CZN ahead of 9 is on next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can name it the Trauma Center.
Oh my God, that's brilliant, actually.
Write it down. Write it down. Someone from chat, take it. Make your own podcast right now.
No, don't put a patent on it, please. I swear.
Trademark it.
Excuse me. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much, Luka, Gimmick. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys again. It's been a minute. Gimmick, start streaming, damn it. We will raid into you and follow you. Everybody needs to check out Gimmick. His credentials are in the title. Just click on it. Give him a follow, give him a sub, give him a like. Encourage him to get on camera more and bring his takes on the games we all play. And Luka, she is already here. Are you not following Luka? What's wrong with you? Get off your ass. Click that link. Go give Luka a follow. Check her out. She is a blast while she's streaming. And Sue, he streams too. Check him out. So, everybody, thank you guys for being here for our post-maintenance podcast. And Gimmick, Luka, thank you guys. Sue, as always, you're my rock. Thanks for being here in the second chair and pulling it all together. Guys, I am going to send you over to Mr. Valky. Anything you guys would like to say to the community on the way out, projects you're working on, things you want to promote, or just words of wisdom for the players out there, now would be a great time.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate y'all reaching out. And yeah, I'll be streaming. This is kind of a leak, so don't tell anyone else. But starting next week, I'm going to be streaming Monday through Friday every day. Ooh. So there's my little leak for everyone here.
Yeah.
As for me, again, thank you guys so much for inviting us out. It's been a pleasure being able to meet up again with the community. I really, I love you all. I've always loved you all, and I'm really glad to be a part of this community still. Thank you for being so welcoming. As for me streaming, yes, I will try to get back on the saddle. You can find me with that username, awesome3475. However, I might be changing that over to Tunnel Vision TV if it's open. Maybe. So, if you see someone with that username, just know it's me. Come say hi. Say hi, Gimmick. Say hi, whatever. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity to bring me out here. And I hopefully will be able to tune in for other things, whether that be a new CCN podcast or making content. Thank you for inviting me again. I really am happy to be here. And it was a blast.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm sorry.
I was gonna
talked
say
right over you. What's up, Sue?
One final thing. So I was supposed to do a stream today for Ratio. That will be tomorrow in the afternoon. I basically have the ratio list almost entirely done. I'll post it in my Discord as usual for those of you guys who want to come out and play Ratio. We'll probably play it from I want to say 3:30 EST, which is noon, 12:30 noon PST, to probably maybe 7:30, because as you can't tell, behind me, I've got the JoJo's background. Me and my community have been doing a watch through of all of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure every Thursday ahead of Steel Ball Run in March. So if you want to come learn about JoJo, that door is open for you as well.
Awesome. Thanks you guys for being here. I'm going to send everybody over to Uncle Valky, who is playing Blueprints. Everybody go say hi to Mr. Valk. And
no spoilers, don't spoil them.
Yeah, that game is fantastic. I watched Divine play that. The game's legitimately great.
Absolutely.
All right, yeah, Valky is the goat. So everybody say hi to Mr. Valky. If you got some primes, maybe drop them on him, make his day. And I will catch you guys soon. Definitely soon. Thanks for being here, everybody. Be good. Or at least be good at it.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Okay, we are...